What's up, everybody? Hello and welcome to another edition of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. I am your host, the most professional wrestler, TNA star and tag team champion of the world, Brian Myers. What's up, everybody?
And I am your host, the Deathmatch King, the Indie God, the Internet Champion, Matt Cardona, a.k.a. the $1,000 Broski, a.k.a. the Michael Jordan of wrestling figure collecting.
I'm also your producer of the show, Smart Mark Sterling, Esquire, the most famous professional wrestling lawyer. And this show is brought to you by our good friends, Ringside Collectibles. Use code MAJOR to save 10%.
Another week, no ringside delivery, but it's gonna start
calm
coming
before the storm.
When
That's
it comes,
what I feel.
it comes, baby.
It's come. There's a lot of things on pre-order that I think are about to drop any minute, so pretty cool.
Chelsea Green's gonna be in stock soon.
That's what I'm waiting on.
I'm waiting on them.
The girls are excited. I keep telling them.
Sign them, sell them. They're excited.
Sign them and sell them.
Sign them and sell them. Guys, follow us on X, Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube at Major WF Pod. Subscribe to this podcast wherever you get your podcasts, and please leave a review, but not just any review. Leave a major review, and if we read your review on air, you will get a little prize. Wow, this is long.
Oh, boy.
From at Awesome Joe Is. Rubber and Resin, an ode to the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast. This podcast was dedicated solely to action figures, covering nothing less and nothing more than a specific niche. Over time, its impact went far beyond just discussing toys, as it fostered a sense of community amongst its listeners, creating a family of like-minded individuals passionate about collecting action figures. Due to a pandemic, the boys were sent in a different direction, a future endeavor, so to speak. With Major Bendies and Big Rubber Guys galore, the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast always has surprises in store. We all get excited for big new rubber and resin. The boys always teach us a lesson. Never give up, follow your dreams, and don't forget to bet on yourself. What a review.
Nice.
I like that.
Yeah.
We'll be getting a little prize ski.
Prize ski.
Speaking of prizes, every single week, courtesy of our good friends at Ringside Collectibles, we have a giveaway. Last week, it was Stardust. All you got to do is find the pinned post on X, repost it to be eligible to win. And the winner is at the Nicholas P. You win. And this week, the prize, Brody King versus Darby Allin, Blood and Guts, Ringside exclusive.
Hell of an item to get for free.
Yeah.
Hell of an item.
Good Lord.
Yes.
And all you have to do is press retweet.
MajorMarks.com, Patreon.com/MajorWPod, the community, the fan club, the subscription service, every
you could be
single
live with us right now.
Oh, you're live if you're an Ultimate member.
Watching this live late night Monday recording.
We got Boozing with the Toys live Wednesday. If you're listening Friday, you missed all this.
You missed it. You missed all the fun, all the purchases, all the debauchery.
But you can get this podcast early and ad-free, and every single week we give away a prize to a new and old subscriber. Who do we got, Mark?
First time in the line, Blair Ritchie, classic superstar, Ethan Rosen.
Oh, Ethan Page?
No, Ethan Rosen.
Did we ever find out why he called me out on that indie?
He wants to fight you, pal. You're the champion of Excite Wrestling.
Like, if I was going to call somebody out,
yeah,
like I'd text him, hey, watch this. Or, hey,
he's shooting.
You're the internet champion. He knew it was going to get to you.
He's shooting from the hip.
He knew if there was anybody on earth that would see that, it would be you.
Listen, if you want to work me, book me for your own Fed, but you know the deal. No friends and family, because as Brian says, I don't like friends or family.
Nope, yeah. That's pretty rough.
He says that, just laughs.
So proudly, an evil laugh. Something else.
Guys, we have 2 bonus podcasts every single month. For the month of March, we did The Princess Bride, and we also did WrestleMania 35 watch-along of Hawkins and Ryder versus The Revival. Right. So check those out. They're both there.
A lot of comments on the Princess Bride one. I mean, it's obviously a famous movie. A lot of wrestling fans love Princess Bride. The toys are really cool.
I've watched that movie since I watched it for work.
Oh, I love it.
I watch it in real life because of Mackenzie. I'm pretty insane.
Yeah.
And shout out
Heath. I got Heath coming up.
He gave me a deck of Princess Bride playing cards that I gave to Mackenzie, and I've probably cleaned them up about 17 times since he gave it to me. So
who's the king? Who's the queen? Buttercup. Buttercup is the queen.
Yeah.
I got Heath tomorrow.
Oh boy.
Heath's Happy Hour is back. Honestly, this is the first month, guys. I haven't heard from Heath like all month.
He's kind of been MIA.
Yeah, right. Do you
He's
feel
kind of
the same
like
way?
he's like the real Stang, like in the rafters, you know.
I know where he's going to be this weekend, and we're going to be reunited, and I cannot
Squared
wait. So.
Circle Expo, baby, with the real Sting and Stang. The real Stang, the real Sting.
Oh, man. You know what? We got to get him a pick.
Yeah.
That's going
Well,
to
he
be the
got a
focal
pick
point.
with Sting at the AEW show. So
That's right.
Oh, yeah, but
Not a photo, like
Not
a
like
real
a
professional
nice-
photo.
man, yeah, we're going to. That could be one of the focal points of the vlog.
Well, guys, if you're coming to Square Circle Expo, don't want to jump ahead, but you can get a professional photo with
Right.
myself, Brian, Knick, and SDL. What a photo op.
We've been to Squared Circle so many times, and we never plugged it. This is an option. I don't think people realize you can buy
Professional.
not like, hey, you're at the table. You mind if I take a picture?
You get
like a
those.
professional photo in a photo room with a backdrop and full length. It's unbelievable.
that's pretty cool.
Yeah,
Pretty
and that goes
cool,
for like
man.
I think every person appearing there. There's like different time slots and stuff. It's definitely something worth looking.
I don't know
into.
about everybody, but the stars. The stars, for sure.
Right.
So
Were you
Connect,
saying
for
VSK doesn't have a photo op time?
I don't think VSK has a photo op time. Unless he bought one for us.
Stiff.
Jeez.
I love
Is VSK going to be there?
VSK is going to be there.
What?
Nice.
He's got a table?
Yeah, he's there every year, broski.
VSK.
Yeah.
I've never seen him there before. in my
Vincent
life.
Scalisi in the house, in the flesh.
He's never
Government
been
names
on
being
the show with you, I'm sure.
there. Really?
Yeah.
Actually, I have no recollection of that. Sorry, VSK.
right.
I know you're listening.
But he's on the show with you. I'm sure he's on the show with you.
He's like the
Saturday.
workhorse of that show.
Well, I'm
Tore
the
the house
champion.
down with Bobby Orlando last night. Creative Pro Wrestling, baby.
All right, let's get back to Patreon, guys. Okay, so there's He's Happy Hour, Figure Dissected with Deep Freedom, Let Him Breathe with Myself, Silver Lines with Smart Mark, Captain's Log, Joe Shoes. He had Moose on in March. We're gonna get all new stuff for April. So
Shoot LOL's listening to that, by the way, if anyone's listened to it. Holy shit.
Hell yeah.
No
One of-
filter one. That's two people with no filter.
right,
Literally, like two people with no filter just talking. Holy cow.
one of the
I
bonuses.
popped from the vlog there when Macho Mandalorian comes up to the table. Such a great clip.
Oh,
Guy
that's
dressed up
unreal.
as Macho Man and Mandalorian. And Brian says, I think he should join the system. And Moose just goes, no. It's like a fan at the table. I would have been like, yeah, he'll join the system. Yeah.
On that captain's log, Shoes goes, any good Tom Brady stories? The answer, oh, good Lord.
All right, don't give
Check
it
it
away.
out on the Captain's Log.
Yes, that's a reason to listen alone.
And we already know one of the bonuses for next month, for April. On April 15th, the 4-year anniversary of the death of Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder, we'll be doing a Q&A, all things what has happened post-WWE. Include questions for Mark, and you have to be in the Facebook group to ask those questions, so that post will be made soon. Ask your
And
questions.
we're talking anything, TNA, GCW, Broski's failed AEW run,
That's right.
Gary Damron, Championship Wrestling,
Figures,
NWA,
podcast, everything.
Was that really a failed AEW run?
FWF.
I
2
mean, I
wins,
Number
3 shirts,
3 shirts, number 1 shirt that week.
number 1 shirt that
And
week.
I know that the wins loss mattered. I can come right back in the title picture.
You should, oh man, you should tweet that right now.
It's true. Who got the pin in that match? Who got the pin on who?
I don't know.
Do you remember the
Wait,
pay-per-view
no,
match?
I pinned. Oh fuck, I don't know.
You
Maybe
won
Reynolds?
it. You won? No, I'm talking about this pay-per-view.
Oh
the
no,
pin-
I didn't win that.
You lose that match.
Did I lose? I don't think I
I
did.
don't even know.
No, they won. I thought they won.
No, we definitely won because I think we're all like putting like gold dust on our shoulder. Oh, I guess Dustin won. Maybe we're all putting like dust on our shoulders afterwards. I think.
Oh my god. What a good commercial for this Q&A. Broski has no idea what the answer is to the first question we
Well,
had.
I try to black those couple weeks out of my fucking mind.
Just pretend Google doesn't exist, and to find out the answer, if he won that match or not, you'll have to listen to the bonus episode.
Anyway, guys, also, every single month, we give away a card. If you're in the Heart Foundation and up, people have started to get the 5th series of cards. Do we have a photo that we can put on screen? Does anybody have a photo on screen that we can put up?
Keep talking. I did.
Okay.
I did not prepare that.
Well,
but I will
know
find one.
now
A-
that is
I-
All-Star 82
Yes.
Wrestling,
Got it.
the iconic set featuring many rookie cards, parodied, if you will, now in major All-Star form.
And the first card is very nice, very evil, Danhausen. And 100 people were lucky enough to get the autographed card. So that is the February card. The March card will be shipping soon, and we're already working on the April. So this set looks really, really cool, really, really fun. And also, guys, for Ultimate members, we're working on your Ultimate gift. The January one, it's coming, and now we're working on the April one.
We mentioned that we had to deal with a factory. It is not at my house yet. Once we get it, we will ship it out.
Here we go. The Ollie Wrestling, the Natural Nightmares. They had a name? Dustin Rhodes and QT. What?
The Natural Nightmares. Dustin Rhodes, QT Marshall, Macho Man.
Wow. I'm actually surprised that Brody would lose in that situation. To be honest, because he was
I'm sure the
guy.
pin was probably on Uno.
I don't recall.
Colt was just like new into the group, right?
He was like random good guy lost in the Dark Order.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, that's majormarks.com. Follow up, guys. This weekend, spoiler alert, I'll tell you guys, I joined good old Brian there in TNA.
Back in my territory, pal?
TNA's
You joined the
back.
system?
Well, we're fucking back. Me and SDL making our TNA debut in the ECW arena.
You crossed the line?
Crossed the line. I made a sacrifice, and I came to TNA for some hard justice.
Are you bound for glory?
Oh, yeah.
Because I'm hard to kill.
Yeah, well,
Wow.
Do you know that April
You guys planned
15th,
that bit?
April 15th,
No, we didn't.
April 15th is the Slammiversary that we got fired from WWE.
You're right.
And then after this
keep these jokes
podcast,
up, Mark's going to be under siege.
Oh my God.
after this podcast, I'm going to take some Blue Chew, see Chelsea have an explosion. All right. Anyway.
All right, so you are back officially, huh?
Yeah,
Wow.
that's right.
Holy smokes.
TNA in Philly 2 nights. I'll let Brian speak on that. I don't know how much he wants to discuss, but
Let me speak on this.
2 nights, the famous 2300 ECW Arena. Always a pleasure. Always a little, I get a little more excited, if you will, to be in that building because of all the history that, I'm such a fan of.
How's the locker room in the ECW arena?
the Driz Shiz.
It's not spacious, but it's there. And it's certainly, the building is much nicer than it used to be because I think out of us three, I'm the only one who ever saw it in its gross days because I went to Combat Zone there and was like, good Lord.
I've never stepped foot in the building.
Wow.
Out of all these years, yeah.
That's crazy. Oh, wow. But anyway, great night. I mean, it's 2 nights, 4 TV tapings. I don't want to give away any spoilers or anything because they haven't aired yet, but please enjoy them. They're incredible episodes. I had one of my favorite matches of my career. Just awesome stuff. It's like I said, it's literally a wrestling building meant for wrestling. So like you can't go wrong, you know?
Yeah.
I'm excited
Broski,
to be back.
You turned that into a little loop ski.
Yeah, I went the next day. Detroit, GCW, wrestled Danhausen in the main event. Guys, you're never going to believe what happened. I went to hit Jimmy Lloyd with the title.
Oh, no.
I hit Jimmy Lloyd. But then I went to hit, I went to hit Danhausen with the title. He ducked, I hit Jimmy Lloyd. Then I went to Danhausen with the title again. He ducked, but I didn't hit SDL. I put on the brakes.
Oh.
I turn around, I ducked. Danhausen belt shot. He hits SDL, and then I hit Danhausen. But there's a new Oops shirt available now on Pro Wrestling
belts
Tees.
legal in GCW?
There's no rules. There's a new Oops shirt available on Pro Wrestling Tees right now to, celebrate all the times I accidentally have hit SDL with the title.
I need that.
Available now on ProWrestlingTees.com.
Pretty great shirt.
But I wrestled.
Broski, you know a sign that you're getting grizzled?
What's that?
When you wear freeze sleeves while you're recording a podcast.
Oh my God! Wow. And I wrestled Danhausen, and we used some action figures. Do we have a clip to show the people?
Yes.
Figures?
Yes. I like to call them wrestling dolls.
We're going to use the wrestling dolls
Oh my God,
as part
who
of your
said
match,
doll?
man.
Because there's some people that really get weird about it when you call them dolls. No, they're figures.
Well, yay, boost about the figures.
Little plastic guys.
Is this a bell to bell?
Bell to bells.
Wow.
Little plastic
Exclusive.
guys.
And then I use my figure.
Dolls.
And I hit him with it.
Uses them as a weapon.
That's right.
Good Lord.
That's storyteller right there. And then he blew his comeback, nailing me with his Danhausen bell to bell.
And
But I will say this. The packaging on these figures are so secure that they were fully intact that I took them back, both ring used, both smash overheads, and I'm going to sell them on Whatnot.
I was literally about saying, how much did you get on Whatnot for that, Broski?
Yep, I'm going to sell them on Whatnot. So wrestled Danhausen. And then the next day, flew to Monterrey, Mexico, and wrestled, oh my God, I wrestled Blue Demon Jr., Cibernetico, and Pagano in a fatal four-way match. It was Blue Demon Jr.'s 39th anniversary show. Unbelievable. What an experience. The house was like insane. It was an unbelievable experience. But travel day from hell getting home. I'm home now. It all worked out. But woof, what a loop ski. I'm back.
Was QT Marshall there? The champion of Mexico.
QT Marshall was not there. So I was there, and I lost, but I was not pinned. So technically,
undefeated in Mexico.
The Mexico screw job?
I'm
the
undefeated
old
in
Philly,
Monterrey.
Detroit, Monterey, Mexico loop, you know?
Yeah, WWE does that all the time.
One of those.
Yes. That's right.
Philly, Detroit, Mexico.
Yeah, hell of a loop.
You could drive it if you wanted.
Yeah,
It's one of those
Big Terry would have drove that.
Oh,
if
Big
you were
Terry
a man.
he definitely would have drove it. But it's one of those
If you
loops
were a man.
where you get your calendar out months in advance. You're like, oh, I'll fill up that Saturday. I'll fill up that Sunday. And then it's time to live it. And you're like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You'll pop for this. So my flight back from Monterey to Orlando, I didn't like ask for I was most times 9 times out of 10 the promoter books you on an early flight, like because it was a 12:45 flight. Would have got me home like at 9:30. I would have missed the pod. I said, I can't do that. So I tried to change the flight, wasn't able to. So I spent $800 to change my flight to get home around 3:00. And then I had flight issues, ended up missing Whatnot, got home at like 7:30. That's why we had to delay the pod. Spent $800 for like pretty much nothing.
Oh my God.
You should account what you would have what you lost from not doing a Whatnot.
Exactly. So I'm pretty ticked off right now. Don't tick me off, as they say.
Don't tick me off.
Ooh, yeah.
I do also want to say thanks to all the major marks that showed up to Philly for TNA and supported TNA Wrestling. It's pretty cool. There was a plethora of them, so very, very awesome.
It was great. Afterwards, I did the meet and greet. Iman was there, Justin Walsh, NWO TTD.
Nice.
It was a hell of a good time. I love that
I totally forgot. I went straight to Creative Pro, by the way.
There's a Big Terry, right? Did you wrestle Big Terry?
We both had a triple shot this weekend. Good Lord.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, I smartly foresaw that I probably wouldn't want to wrestle on this show, so I didn't. I was just in promoter mode, which is equally exhausting, but producer and promoter mode, I should say.
Heard a lot of great matches.
Yeah, it was an awesome day, except Jay George's match was a little bizarre, but other than that,
Bizarre.
pretty
He's the bizarre one, Jay George.
That was our go-home show to the big 10th anniversary show in May, so that's what we're building up to now.
All right, some follow-up. Pixel Dan. You're not going to believe this, folks. He got his Major Bendy AFA graded. I didn't even know this was possible, but it looks great.
Yeah.
It looks fantastic. But I got these cases. I haven't gotten them yet from Denim Dude Vintage on Instagram. So I'm going to put my Bendies in these nice acrylic cases anyway. I don't think I need them graded, but it's cool. And it got 8.5. Pretty damn cool, man.
What is the requirement on that?
Well, just like any other toy, they're grading the. That's the one thing I never understood about grading of the toy. There's too many variables, in my opinion. Are they grading
it's definitely a tough road to go down, I would say.
Right, you got to grade the box. You got to grade the bubble. You got to grade the figure.
Also, it's the same in the card world, though. There's a lot of luck, good and bad, involved in that.
Sure.
Depending on who physically is saying so.
Right. I just thought it was pretty cool.
No,
he theoretically went through his stash, found the best one, got an 8.5.
I love it. I dig it.
I think I just decided in seeing that when our Wave 2 Super 7 comes in and our Power Town 2-pack, I'm going to send my Wave 1, my Wave 2, and the 2-pack to AFA to get slabbed like that.
But why don't you just slab it yourself?
Because I want it graded like with the sticker and they make it.
But what if you get a shitty grade?
I don't care. I just want it sealed forever. And I'm going to have a plethora to cherry pick through. And it's not going to be bad.
True.
I'm not going to get like a 4.
True. Our good friend Alex Reynolds, he texted me the other day. He said, just listen to the podcast. I switched back to long tights a few weeks ago because I knew the figure was coming out soon and it bothered me that it wouldn't be updated. Probably not going to shave the beard though. Haha. So,
all right.
He's
There you
halfway
go.
there.
Halfway there.
Got the tights back. He's got to shave the beard though.
I can't believe. I mean, I'm glad it's not information that like you bullied him into this, but that he had a like-minded mindset. I'm okay with it.
He gets it.
Yeah, sure.
So we talked about the first time ever made in a retro form that's not Bendy, a British Bulldog with the non-braided hair. Remember?
Yeah.
We got a little teaser of it. Mitch showed off the full render of it.
Thank God, the full thing.
Looks good.
Looks good.
It looks good. Looks pretty damn good.
Brett said in that documentary last night, this is Davey. When he came back in '94, he was off steroids, by the way.
I don't think so, pal.
Yeah.
Maybe. Well, I could have just been on fucking creatine. and
Allegedly.
Nitro
But yeah.
Pro. I don't know.
Go on.
Looks great. He also showed off the pre-order now. Perfect timing because Mattel's doing it. But the British Bulldog with the short hair. Can't believe I'm going to say this. I think the Hassel toy looks better than the Mattel.
Man.
Different years. It's I think it's like a 96 and a 97. But this one has the Heart
it's a little
Foundation
different.
vest.
Yeah.
Do we want to just get into all of Mitch's BS right here? Just get it out of the way.
Yeah. Let's not make this the Mitch show, please.
TL Hopper.
Mitch, by the way, who did message me last week, very upset about my comments about him looking not 42. But I stand by them, and I did say sorry. But
in the course,
you were bald, fat, and had glasses. Like, what did
oh
you
my
want
God
me to say to you?
So Tony Anthony, TL Hopper, the render looks good. In the course of 12 hours, less than 12 hours, he posted a picture with a toilet bowl, toilet not included. And then
wait, so the original one didn't say that?
It says toilet not included and shows the toilet.
Oh, I thought you were saying he posted it without that little blurb.
No. And then he posts this picture, basically always listening. Now it will come with a toilet and a piece of shit in it. So
Piece of shit in it.
The first ever piece of shit accessory.
So
I take that back. You came with Mojo and that
That's true. That's true. That's true. So the second ever piece of shit made, so he can't claim it's the first ever piece of shit. It's the second ever piece of shit.
Sorry, Brian. What was your joke? You want to say it again?
Come on.
I said the first ever piece of shit in toy form, but I said, oh wait, Broski came with Mojo in a 2-pack. I don't know how that was so hard to get.
I got it. I got
Broski
it.
was talking. I didn't hear it.
So man, listen. I don't know if we needed the toilet bowl. There's no
I have a lot of questions.
Well, I like Thomas's suggestion.
What's that?
My dad can unclog that with his bare hands.
Yes,
You can get your Brian and Matt figure to stand over.
Wow,
it
actually, that's pretty cool. I'm about to get 2 of them then. Christy Giovanni says, "Is that the smoke trade figure in the toilet?" Oh my God.
All right, so here's my question.
Okay.
He's sitting there.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's got a creative team. Maybe he bounces things off his wife.
Him, his son, his wife.
He's thinking to himself, he's like, all right, fine. I'll put a shit in the toilet. But are we doing
is
nuggets?
It shit, or is it just like rusty?
No. But is it going to be nugget shit? Or do we want a long one? Or do we want it curled?
That looks like a long curled boy.
Yeah, it's doing loop-de-loop.
That is a big shit.
Yeah. It's not like the time
That looks like a job for TL Hopper out there.
Yeah. It's not like the time I clogged John Cena's toilet, but it wasn't the shit that clogged the toilet. It was he had too nice of toilet paper.
Oh, it's just too nice.
So I couldn't use this. I couldn't use this toilet bowl because it's not accurate because it has shit in it.
Also, whoever took that shit is not very healthy. Not drinking their water. That pee.
It's like a piece of yellow pee.
Yeah. You got to drink some more water.
What an exciting action figure release.
I will be getting it. I will be getting it. I think the toilet might be like a backer though. I can't. I don't know if I'm going to prominently display the piece of shit. I'm talking about the toilet bowl, not the figure.
I'm starting to get a little grossed out thinking about this shit.
How would I recognize TL Hopper if he doesn't have a toilet bowl right next to him, broski, in your display case?
Well, he's got the plunger in his hand, which I did.
Okay.
But he also showed off a couple other things on this live stream. He showed off that he lost some weight. Doing this double
as we
buy.
discussed last week, and again, I'm sorry.
He really looks like Al from Toy Story right there. Like dead on right there. D, what else did he show? And I'll talk about it. Okay. Oh, proof that he uses steel molds. So I don't know if that's proof. He literally could have Googled that picture, but he posted it.
That's a little suspect.
Posted that. The Mark Merrow card backs, the Mounties, the Quebecer card backs look good. Looked very nice. Also showed off the fabulous Rougeau brothers, their cape.
That's cool.
Which looked nice. Little soft goods cape ski looked good. And then this was the head scratcher for me. It was a Macho Man Randy Savage art. And I said, "What is the Macho Man?" He said, "That's the like the card art."
Yeah.
And I said, just to clarify, it'll have WCW boot tassels with a WWF Macho on the box. And then he wrote he had tassels in WWF. And I'm like, did he?
I'm not an expert enough to be like, oh boy.
What's up?
Hey, man.
Hey, D.
Dylan?
What we no shoot names here. Come on.
Oh.
All right.
Are you shooting, pal?
Did Macho Man have tassels in the WWE?
Yeah, as soon as that silhouette was shown, and Matt said that question. Oh, did he wear tassels? Yeah, he did. This is WrestleMania 8. WrestleMania 8 when he fought Flair.
Oh. Okay.
So that'll be the gold or
he's
whatever.
Doing the same. Isn't Zombie doing a WrestleMania 8 Macho?
That's WrestleMania 7 with Warrior.
He's doing 7 for sure. He's
Got
doing
it.
a WrestleMania 8 Flair for sure.
I could have swore he was doing an 8 Macho. Maybe he just showed that to me in private.
No, you said I feel like he did show us that in private.
Right?
Yeah.
So Mitch, so he did wear tassels in WWF. So this will be a WrestleMania 8 Macho, technically.
Yeah. And this is technically an illustration of a WWE owned photo, just like the Mark Merrow and the PCO. But yeah.
I mean, it's not even an illustration, D. That's somebody putting it through a fucking filter on their phone. Right?
Quite possibly. Yeah, I know the other ones definitely are. This one actually looks like it could possibly be an illustration, but the other one looked like, can't get to it right now. But
that looks like paint.
I mean,
paint.
It was supposed to be like retro inspired, and then
this I thought was Vigo from Ghostbusters 2. This apparently this is the British Bulldog with the long hair.
That nose job is a little strange on that, right? I thought that in the last image too.
You must not have finished the whole biography on A&E. They said that he got a rhinoplastic operation.
For real?
No.
Oh.
But I thought
I want to know if the surgeon that operated on him was board certified. That's what I want to know.
I thought he was showing his Ghostbuster line and this was Vigo. But apparently this is the British Bulldog.
Okay.
And then here's the British Bulldog in-hand sample of the short-haired Bulldog.
A Pete Gas head on there?
Look at the scowl on this guy.
Doesn't
Holy
quite
cow.
look like the render, but I'm glad we're seeing it,
If that's executed like that, like the Union Jack, that's like the most detailed like paint app he's done to date, correct?
And it looks like it has a little shine to it, does it not?
Well, this
So
is
it
just
might
a
be
scale
handy.
sample. This is just a scale sample. So
I think he might have just sprayed some water on it before his live stream. You know what I'm saying?
It's a bad
But it looks.
choice.
I will say it looks good. I do think it looks better than the Mattel one that we're going to talk about later on in the show.
All right.
Did he show? Oh, there's a Waylon Mercy. That looks good.
this is not Waylon Mercy, Matt. This is Dan Spivey 95.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
95
sorry.
Dan Spivey,
I'm
right?
sorry, D.
Walking on
Dan
the beach.
Spivey, 95. Now this is from Ghostbusters.
That's the bad guy from Wayne's World.
I thought that's
This
Smart
is-
Mark Sterling with the finger point.
This is Kurt Fuller, aka the star, like the lead role of No Holds Barred.
Oh yeah.
That
the lead.
He's the bad guy from Noel's Bar too.
I have absolutely zero use for that in my collection.
What? Oh yeah, what happened to Diana Hart? Christy Giovanni's asking.
That's
That
come
was
with
like the
Davey.
original-
That's come with Davey in a 2-pack.
Oh, you're right. But
Yeah.
that's like a SummerSlam '92 Davey, right?
Yes. Yes.
Man, that's a lot of Davies.
I was just going
It's
to
a
say.
lot of Davies.
Oh my god! I
Listen,
didn't realize
we're
that.
we're
Okay.
making Davies too. We love Davey, but man, it's a lot of Davies. Well, anything else did he show?
No, that's it. Yeah.
Okay.
Thanks,
some
D.
more
Yep.
updates. Maybe D, you can stick around for this if you know the answer. Magnum TA put out a video here for him and Tully. He said there's gonna be something special with the pre-order. Does anybody know what the fuck he's talking about? Don't miss the rest of the story. What does that mean? Could Thomas TK fill us in? Did they say what this is?
I think you can kind of hint at it. I mean, this was cut right after it, so he said that whatever this thing is pairs with this thing. So potentially, you can assume that potentially it's a ring with the steel cage to complete the
Get the
match.
fuck out of here.
My gut's telling me, and I don't know, is bloody variant. By the
I was literally going to
That's
say
That
that.
too.
That's
makes
what I
sense.
was gonna think.
Gotta
bloody
be, right?
variant makes a lot more sense to me. That's what I think's going on here, but we don't know.
They did cut to this cage and the blood, but yeah. So who knows?
That's their
I'm
most
with
famous match.
But the pre-order is coming up soon, so they're gonna have to let us know, right?
Isn't it going on right now?
Yeah.
But it's coming up soon. I mean,
Oh, ending. Yes,
ending soon.
Oh, yeah.
they did put a cap on it.
I would love it if it was a bloody variant. I'd love that, or fucking ring with a cage. I'd love it even more. But TK is in here and he's quiet.
Kate Fabian.
He kept
Fabian.
He's a K famous son of a bitch.
TA
Hey, man,
kept
I've
emphasizing
seen
twist and
TNA Wave 1, and they're un-effing believable.
Oh, bro, I saw the TNAs. Holy shit!
Yeah, very
TNA
exciting.
Wrestling, you mean?
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah. You gotta make sure you specify. People
the
might.
TNA Wrestling Power Towns. They're not for public.
Oh man, those TNAs looked great. Oh man.
Is he making sexual jokes?
Yeah, he sure is.
This
He's
show's really going off the rails.
But you
he's a
gotta
little
specify,
spicy
guys.
today.
Yeah, jeez.
Okay. Also, figure collection showed off Ultimo and Sonny. Oh no! Wait a minute. There's 3 fucking variants.
Yeah. This,
I didn't know that.
I don't know if they posted it on their Instagram story, so I did some digging, and then Sonny Ono posted this on his on
What?
his Facebook.
We don't need 3 fucking Sonny Onos.
Yeah, that's rough.
But 2 of those Ultimos are exactly the same, are they not?
Are they?
No,
They're
one-
green and
one-
blue.
Yeah.
Oh
There's one
my
that's green, there's
God.
one that's blue.
I'm just gonna
rough.
get I'm just gonna get the standard one. I do like the packaging. I understand why they're doing the variants.
Standard, I believe, is the one
The
that's
middle
big
one,
in the
right?
Is
center.
that like
Yeah.
a little box set style packaging?
little box set style, which I do like. A little callback to the 4-packs.
Yep, I like
Yeah,
that
that's
a
cool.
lot.
And I do know that Squared Circle Expo this weekend, today for listening Friday, that FC is going to be showing off a lot of upcoming figures. So I'm excited for that. So these should be shipping very, very soon. I
Sure,
hope.
we will cover it on our social media and in a vlog. So stay tuned.
Also, this is the last week to order the Extreme Bendies Series 2. And remember, guys, the pre-order is the order. Jerry Lynn, Franchise Shane Douglas, Mikey Whipwreck, Francine, and Dusty Rhodes with bloody variants. And they're not chases. You can order them both bloody. Francine in a gold dress, Jerry with a dye. And I will say, Francine, she's been tweeting and posting about these like a motherfucker. So we appreciate that, Franny.
ECW legend Tommy Dreamer hit me up and said, I need both versions of Dusty. Please save
Love
them
it.
for me.
You tell him it's majorbendies.com.
Well, I told him I'd hook him up.
Also, guys, this is the last week to get your Paul Walter Hauser Major Bendy. The very last week. The orders close March 31st. So get that right now. And listen, that wasn't his only match. Me and SDL has challenged Paul Walter Hauser and Bully Ray to a rematch at Revolver. So you haven't seen the last of Paul Walter Hauser. Make sure you buy this, display it with your
He's-
collection, or burn it.
He's working Sammy Mania weekend.
Yeah, so this guy's a worker now. So the pre-order ends March 31st. Also, guys, if you ordered my my Big Shots Bloody Buddy for a certain weekend, I was doing phone calls. I will be doing them this week. But guys, the Bloody Buddy is still there. GetBigShots.com. People have been posting pictures of it. People have been showing me. They look fantastic. I don't have one in hand yet. Can't wait. There's all different sizes. So if you don't want a big giant one in your collection, you can get a little boy, a little bloody buddy. And last thing I want to say, Major Wrestling Figure Podcast Hall of Fame is next week. Guys, did you submit your
I have not
your
at all. I
choices?
need to work on that.
D, has anyone sent in their choices?
Yes.
D
he
says yes.
he's
D says
shaking
yes.
Wow.
Great.
So next week will be the official Hall of Fame ceremony. I believe it is the 5th annual. Is it 5th or 6th?
Fifth.
5th? 5th or 6th? It's 5th or 6th, right? Well, 2019, 2020, 2021, 22, 23, 24. 6.
Damn.
6th annual
Whew.
Major Wrestling Podcast Hall of Fame.
There's some slip ups in there. There's some unworthy ones.
We
but-
changed the rules a little bit. We changed the rules a little bit this year.
Yeah, I honestly, there's really only 2 that I feel like are really messed up, and that's the Hogan, the 2 early Hogans, like the
Yeah.
Ultimate Hollywood Hogan. And
People were
Slim
voting.
Jim Macho in there too, though.
I think Slim Jim Macho's in there.
Yeah, that's
I think
I think that one's great though. That's a Hall of Fame fig.
I think people were voting as if they were figures of the year, which is not what these awards are.
Right. And that was a mistake.
So we have now
It's
said,
got to have the same rules as like real sports. You got to be retired for a certain amount of
well,
years.
now the figure has to be retired for at least 5 years before you can vote on it. And we have a great panel this year, the biggest panel yet. So I'm excited to see how many people actually submit their votes and how many new inductees. Well, we're going to have not how many new inductees we're going to have. Everyone's going to be a new inductee, but are we going to get another Hogan, another Macho, or somebody new going to come up?
Right.
So I'm excited. I'm excited about that. That'll be next week. Are you going to wear a suit, guys?
No,
Not.
Maybe I'll wear my Ghostbuster David Allen suit that didn't come in time for the movie.
actually, I'll wear a suit next week. I'll wear a suit for sure.
Awesome. All right. Any other follow-up, guys? That was a long follow-up.
It was a long follow-up ski. No, I'm good.
All right. Up next is the news brought to you by Pabst Blue Ribbon.
The Major Pod Network has partnered with our favorite adult beverage, Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Everybody needs some liquid courage to make their own weekly purchases. Scratch that figure itch and scratch that PBR itch.
If you're listening to this, you're already a major mark. Now it's time to become a major PBR mark.
Use hashtag MajorPBR and post your pictures and videos of you major marking out with some Paps.
Pabst Blue Ribbon and the Major Pod Network, the tag team champions of the world.
Of the world.
Major PBR. Forever. All right, guys. Pabst Blue Ribbon every single week. Use the hashtag MajorPBR. If we choose your picture or video and talk about it on air, you will get a little prize. This one was great. From @Danny Ray, he wrote, Major Madness is underway, and so is the official start of hashtag MajorPBR season. Look at this. It's me and Brian playing some basketball and drinking some PBR.
That's actually awesome.
That is
Incredible.
a sick picture.
That's
Sick
on the,
figure photography.
starting lineup hoop set. Nice.
Yes. Absolutely love that. We love PBR. PBR and Ringside Collectibles, proud sponsor of Live 19, coming to you from Philadelphia.
Great.
Sold out, baby. Sold
Crazy.
fucking out. Got a lot of news this week. We'll try to rapid fire through it. Mercedes
There's
Monet
some,
Micro Brawler.
random drops this week, right?
A lot of random drops.
Which is like Mania's coming up. Like
I know.
Like save your stuff, but I guess people feel confident they got a lot of reveals.
Mercedes Monet Micro Brawler. I believe this is her second Micro Brawler. Limited time pre-order. Pick it up.
Yeah, she did already have one. Yeah, okay, cool. But first AEW one.
First AEW one.
Gotcha.
Pretty cool. Next up, we got the Fanatics. Hogan and Ultimate Warrior on Fanatic. It looks cool. It's a WrestleMania 6 encounter. Classic match.
I like that Hogan's doing the test of strength.
That's great.
I kind of wish Warrior was too, though. Like, it could just be,
I dig this. Is like, to me, when I close my eyes, think of Warrior, I think of WrestleMania 6 Warrior.
Me too.
Of course.
The logo
That's
painted on
me
the chest.
literally falling in love with wrestling, yes.
This, I thought was interesting. So the exclusive WCW ring to Ringside, which also was a shared exclusive with Mattel Creations, so I didn't buy it. It's been shipping from Mattel Creations already. So they got it
After
before
they said it was
Ringside.
going to be delayed.
Yeah, so Ringside doesn't have it, but Mattel Creations does. It's the one with the Eric Bischoff.
Oh, nice to see it like loose like that. Sweet.
This is an absolute must-have in my opinion. Must
Yep.
have. It's a fronter. A fronter.
Yeah, it's really cool. Can't wait to get it from Ringside Collectibles. And when you buy it, make sure use discount code
Yes,
Major.
you save a little
yourself
money.
10%.
Save
folks.
some money. I'm definitely displaying it with the NWO shirt on. Front
Just like that. Leather jacket, NWO shirt. Yeah.
Great
those-
leather jacket.
Yeah.
All right, so we heard a lot about this AEW Vault. So 3/27/24, the exclusive drop. So we saw the Malachi Black. Well, first we saw the
I'm
Kenny
not gonna
Omega
lie.
Claudio.
Little disappointed here. We saw all this at Toy Fair months ago.
Right.
Months ago. Like, there's nothing really new about it.
Well, it's we saw him in package.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's in our vlog.
I mean,
like,
the big reveal is the date.
yeah, I mean, but this has been a long time coming. Holy shit.
Kenny looks great.
It's cool. That's really cool. The Hadouken type pose they did there is badass.
The Kenny Omega looks like Deep South Kenny Omega. But
Deep
correct me
South
if I'm
Literally
wrong.
going to say Deep South.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Kenny Omega, while he wrestled in Ring of Honor, he's not like considered an ROH guy, right?
No, not at all.
But I get it. He's the top AEW guy. Why not
Yes.
make him? Claudio Castagnoli looks great. There's the
Claudio
bald head
definitely
and
an
the hair.
ROH legend, yes.
I think it looks cool. Very, very cool. Also, it could be another Deep South tryout, Claudio Castagnoli.
Yeah, damn.
Yes.
All these guys.
A 7-piece set. And then Wednesday, March 27th at 9 a.m. Pacific time, we have the Malachi Black Supreme. It's an incredible figure. Like, it's a work of art.
And I'm not
Super
sure if
poetic.
I ever clarified this on the podcast, but we had been talking a lot of when that Brody and Buddy came out, which Malachi pairs with it. And I was mistakenly saying the first one that came out in the Unrivaled or whatever. This is actually the Malachi that fits on the
Got it.
same night as the Buddy and Brody that just
interesting.
released.
Cool.
I mean, this is an incredible figure. There's no
What
doubt about
more
it.
could you want in a figure, right?
Especially if you're a Malachi fan, like the authentic box to him, the exclusive box.
Yeah.
Looks really, really cool. I mean, look at all that deco hits right there. That's a great figure.
Two
Crazy.
heads. Man, it's crazy.
Really cool.
Soft goods, hard goods.
That's great. We got some more micro brawlers. He's unbelievable here. RJ City and David Arquette with the Scream mask.
Did those came in a crate?
These came in a crate.
So they're already out? In a
They're
bag?
already
I got
Yeah.
my crate that I will talk about in weekly purchases. I was blown away. when
I need
opened
both
it.
of these, I think.
I have
This
it
is a
right next to
rare
me.
get to see RJ City in trunks.
Oh, there's a bloody David Arquette chase and RJ and White. I didn't even know that.
I love that.
Wow, the David Arquette's cool, the bloody one. Wow, that's really, really cool.
So many people are going to get this crate and see RJ City in gear and go, he wrestles?
I'm not. I know he wrestles, but I would at this point. I would just put him in a button up.
I've told you how I met RJ City at a wedding, and for
Yeah.
I didn't know he was a worker. I just thought he was somebody's boyfriend. I thought, this guy's pretty funny.
Yeah.
I thought he was a wrestler, or at least in the wrestling business. Let's talk about these. What is this? I didn't even know what this is.
This
here.
is also in my crate that Deep Freedom's ruining my big reveal here.
Oh, okay.
But this is like a little, like a mini
Plush.
Brawler
plush.
buddy.
Yeah. It's pretty cool.
Is that
Space
even a
Mountain
brawler?
Flare?
That's been a brawler like that though.
Yeah, that's the Space Mountain Flare.
Okay, yeah.
Woo! All right, let's talk about the SummerSlam Elites from Mattel with the build of John Cone.
So these are also just randomly showed up at like a distributor in LA and like
Yep. We have Lex Luger,
Dude.
X-Pac.
Luger, Musket, Pac,
Hold on,
Musket.
let's pause on the X-Pac for a second. No bandana?
No,
No bandana.
but he has the shades there. What the heck?
Weird, right? And he's like, in the back of the packaging has the bandana. The front of the packaging has the
I mean,
bandana.
That SummerSlam '98 X-Pac. I mean, that era, like,
I
you
mean,
wouldn't
I'm
even
still-
see him at 7-Eleven without that bandana.
I
on.
know. I'm still going to get it. I'm still going to get the whole set, obviously, to build John Cone. But I really wish the X-Pac had the bandana.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So Luger looks great. I think X-Pac looks great. That weird. I don't remember Luger having that big arm sleeve on that that elbow, but I guess he
At
did.
SummerSlam 94, I'm assuming he did. Well, that's,
That's 93. This is 93.
93. But that's whatever. That's the shtick, though, right?
Right.
Then he's
Got
going to mow you over with the metal forearm.
So I think if you're a Luger fan, whether you're a Luger fan or not, you need to get this one, and you got to keep that other Luger because they're different eras of USA Luger.
Right.
I'm going to get it. And I mean, I'm going to get it, like you said, because I have to build John Cone, but I'll make
Yeah.
my decision when it's in my hand.
So yeah, we got Luger, we got Xbox, Big Red Machine, Kane. I'm getting this Kane.
I think that's a good update, right?
Well, I don't think there is a Kane like this.
What? So I can't read the back of that box here. What's it depicting?
SummerSlam, duh.
No, but what year?
It's got to be SummerSlam.
Does he look like that
SummerSlam 2004. It says
Ooh.
making
He looked like that for
Lita
years.
his lawfully wedded wife.
I'm getting it
There
for
is
sure.
no Kane of that technically, right?
You kind of can barely see it, but from in this picture, the face scan looks great. He's like got a scowl on.
I'm definitely getting it.
What we needed.
It scared the crap out of me.
Sorry. Yeah, it for whatever reason it doesn't restart the track. So this is the first time execution that an 04 Kane has been done in elite form. I believe it was executed. I think the WrestleMania 20 has been done potentially twice in the main event series assortment. So this is basically like an upgraded elite collection series for Kane, but with 2004 tights instead of 2008/9.
That was going to be my question. Like that original Elite is similar, but the tights are probably
this is the same portrait just with DIJ, and I'm not sure if that head was. I think this might be the return of that head after potentially 14 years. So unless it was executed on a basic previously main event series figure.
I do wonder. It's hard to tell from the packaging, like if they're going to show any of his like half buzz cut. You know, Jax did that so well with the Ruthless Aggression figures.
Yeah, they showed the color render for that. I can give you an update on that when we advance. So
Okay, and then up next is the Undertaker with that patented sit up, and he's laughing at Brock, right?
which someone said between that and The Rock, we have two meme heads back to back here, which is
I
crazy.
dig it. I think it's cool.
Yeah, it makes for a different thing. I won't be keeping it for sure.
Yeah, this is a whatnot for me, but
Yeah.
I love the set. I love the idea of building figures. I love we're getting John Cone. I love we're getting a referee. So I'm all in on this set, and I love that they call him John Cone. I love it.
Yeah, that's pretty sweet.
I'm putting the John Cone right in the major pod shelf. Right
Let's
with us
go.
at the
and with the new packaging, the Build-A-Figures actually have like their own copy. So it even like has like a little right up there.
I love that.
Guys,
How
really,
John Cone-
look at how many hands he comes with.
A lot of hands.
Yeah.
A lot of hands.
1, 2, 3,
pinfall
and count.
Yep.
I absolutely
That's
love
really
it.
cool.
Amazing.
So
For both
so
hands,
cool.
not just you would think John Cone, he's left-handed, so we're just going to include just those. But they did it for both hands. So
Yeah,
right?
wow.
So technically, I wouldn't count this John Cone with my collection because he's not pre 2007, is he?
no, this is the new 2014 like WWE Network logo. So this is
Yeah,
2014 and beyond.
Cone was up in 06, right? But the logo on his chest is not going to be accurate to what you're saying.
Yeah. So I'll still get it, obviously, because John fucking Cone. But
Yeah,
I'll
put it on your friends and family shelf right
my
next to the
friends
Miz
and family
and,
shelf that I keep buying and selling. But yeah, for
stop
sure.
selling your friends.
He hates friends and family.
I don't need friends
Disgusted.
and family. I just need money. So then Mattel also showed off like a bunch of random stuff this week, which I did not see coming at all. D, you want to run us through some of this?
Yeah, I mean, we were talking about this particular. Brian mentioned about the
Yeah,
seller.
that's kind of
So
what
we
I was
did-
alluding to. They're just like dropping stuff. You're
Well,
like, what?
people were finding this. This is for sale. This is
from the
Monday
same
Wars.
seller. This is from the same
Wow.
seller that actually listed this. So
Monday
Monday
Wars
Night
Series
Wars
2.
Series 2, Rey Mysterio, Kevin Nash, Diesel, fake Diesel, and Triple H with the build of Teddy Long. I'm getting all these for sure.
Well, I mean,
Ray
again,
Ray and Triple H I might not keep, but the others.
I mean, I have to
totally-
get them all to build Teddy, and then I'll make my decisions.
Now, Teddy has the inaccurate logo on his chest as well, correct or no?
no, he has the scratch logo. I mean,
Oh, he
it's not-
does.
It's not
They
the.
can't do the
Doesn't
old
say
school
F.
scratch.
Okay,
They gotta,
okay.
Yeah.
yeah.
Well, Teddy,
So
I was gonna, for sure.
He can be your attitude referee. Your
Right.
John Cone can be your modern era, and
Does
then
Teddy have 100 hands too?
we can look.
Yeah,
I don't
he
have
does.
the
It
picture
looks
of the
like he
back,
does.
but yeah,
Go back.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, but it looks like somebody has maybe, if anything, yeah. So he does. I think so.
They're
yeah.
all there. Wow.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yep.
look, they're right there.
Diesel
They're,
in
they're, with,
quotes.
they're with Diesel. See,
Yeah.
I love it. I love they're doing
Sweet.
all this. Really cool. But yeah, so Mattel showed a bunch of new stuff. D, if you could just run us through this.
Yeah, so they finally showed some e-commerce photos. Well, not finally, but e-commerce photos for main event Showdown Series 17, I believe.
Damn,
so
am I crazy? Or didn't that Jay have like a hard goods shirt?
yeah, I think once again that
cut
was
it?
from like a no, I don't think they cut it. I think that was like maybe something that another seller. I mean, it was from Mercari that was listed in, but yeah, so I don't think it ever was intended. I think that was the Kurt Angle Elite 66 shirt that they threw on it, but yeah, I don't think it was cut. So, but yeah, nice execution here. So, yeah, battle in a box.
Pretty cool.
All right.
Now
This was awesome.
We were talking about it last week. Who do we want as the next Ultimates? And we found out it's Ricky the Dragon Steamboat and the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase.
I don't know how we didn't say Ted DiBiase.
I mean, the Ted looks fantastic.
I thought I did say I want him because I want him to scale.
Yeah. But I don't necessarily love the soft goods, but it is what it is. And the Steamboat is so plain, but that's what the LJN figure looked like.
And I'm a Steamboat. I might not even keep. Yes.
What?
Because the other one's so awesome.
Now
Like,
you don't think they would have gave him? They're going to give him like a soft goods thing in that.
I'm
He does
waiting.
have a soft goods.
Yeah, we're gonna. Yeah,
He
in
does
the
have a
box,
gi.
I'm sure has all
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, it was confirmed that both characters include soft goods entrance gear.
This
And
is
the
currently my favorite line out of any wrestling figures is Coliseum Collection.
the Ricky Steamboat even has brand new boots with the Jikitabi like ninja shoes. So
Whoa,
very cool.
good spot.
I really like these. And they also have
And I
the
can't believe you
variants.
just dropped the shoot name of those on us there.
They have the variants with the black.
Black cards.
Different illustrations.
I was hoping that they would do an alternate $1 Million Man head where you saw like the rubber color under his nose. You know what I'm saying? Like a real
Yeah.
LJN. But that didn't happen.
I will say that the soft goods in the package looks kind of nice, but obviously we know it kind of looks real toyish once
Yeah.
you take it out. But like in the package, it looks really good.
Great material that they selected for that. I mean, it's got
It looks
the
nice. Yeah, it looks like very
it's faux sequin.
quality.
Right.
And I open all my Coliseum collections and I display them kind of how they're displayed in the package to look like the LJNs. But I do like how they're LJN inspired and you could strip it down and they're great elites. I'm sorry, great ultimates as well. Wow, they look incredible. I love
Go
it.
with the headband is cool.
Really cool. Ricky the Dragon and the $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. What else we got, D?
This is a secondary backdrop that is double-sided. So I think they've included these before with the Coliseum collections, but this one is more like personalized for Ted DiBiase, so you can do like a photo shoot.
I think
with,
those are just for the black cards. Like, for
Oh,
instance.
potentially, yeah.
So, like,
that could be
I saw that when someone
That could
posted
be
the
the
Heart
incentive.
Foundation. They had a different one. So
Yeah, the Heart Foundation
Okay.
thing,
Yeah.
All right. That makes more sense.
Now, this very controversial. I want to hear everyone's opinions. The newest retro 4-pack is Shawn Michaels from like Rumble 95, Isaac Yankem, Alundra Blaze, and Bulldog from like I believe it's a King of the Ring 96.
Yes.
I fucking love this set, but a lot of people are very underwhelmed by it, and I can see why. But I personally dig it. What say you?
I like it. I'm not crazy about Isaac Yankem. There's a plethora of other people I'd rather have before I got this, but I still like it. And I'm not crazy about the soft goods shirt, but
I like the soft good shirts because I'm like, oh, kind of like Berserker.
no, of course. I mean, I get it.
I like the Isaac Yankem.
I think the soft goods looks great, actually.
I just don't.
It's to me that's like a ruthless aggression Sean head on this 95 Sean.
Yeah, he's kind of got like a little receding hairline there. 95, his hairline was not receding.
It looks like the Commissioner Michaels Bone Cruncher head is what it looks like.
It does. I like how he has the punching action, like how he was supposed to in the Hasbro
That's why I
days.
like that. And I guess the tat, right?
The tat.
Yeah, this is this is
I like
pretty-
it. In my mind, that this could have been an updated Sean in the Hasbro.
Yeah. I like the Sean. I listen. I like the Isaac Yankem. I like Bulldog. I like all of them.
Yeah, I will say this. I will buy every one of these happily.
We have to. It comes in a 4-pack, Mark. So.
Yeah.
But I cannot wait to put them into my retro collection. But And I'm a huge fan of the ridiculousness of Isaac Yankem. But I think for the first time, that is a retro that I'm like, yeah, maybe I don't need that.
Yeah, that's
I will
right.
keep it. I do need it because it is
I'm gonna
made.
get it and keep it, but it's just like there's so many other or bigger, heavier hitters. I feel like that could have been.
Yeah, it's the first retro where I'm like,
Right.
I would have taken
disagree.
other Kane looks.
I think for me, it's like Alundra number 1, Isaac number 2. I love that we have new characters.
Nah, I would have wanted like a 1, 2, 3 kid or something.
That's coming.
The other thing, it can be argued that if you continued the line, the Hasbro line, which I love to think about, right? I've done whole podcast episodes about this. Continuing the Hasbro line, yeah, Isaac Yankem's like a year and a half out or whatever, like it, like.
No,
He would.
he's
They would.
95.
They would have made Isaac Yankem for sure.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
For sure. That's why I'm cool with this. They made
95.
fucking Skinner,
95.
Nails, Ludwig
Isaac
Borga.
Yankem makes more sense than that Davey, technically.
Right.
Yeah,
but like,
Davies 96. Yeah.
96, yeah.
but like Isaac Yankem had more of a run than Ludwig Borga or Nails. Like, at least in my opinion.
On par.
Nails had like a couple big moments, right?
But what about TL Hopper, guys?
Tony Anthony.
Fuck. I'm all for
I'm
it.
gonna get it. He's probably gonna be in the front of the freaking cabinet. But
I love the Alundra Blaze because I feel like she definitely should have got one back in the day.
Yep.
Yeah. That's
And I feel, but like just this woman's body, it looks great for Alundra, looks great for Wendy Richter. But then you put China next to him, it's like,
Well, you're not supposed to, Matt.
Yeah,
China goes on the Attitude Era display.
that too, yeah. I didn't mind that. I know you've said that a bunch, but in person I didn't mind.
And I also don't mind it because they're Hasbro's or retros. That's what Hasbro
Right.
would have done.
There's that too.
These are brand new lower legs on the Alundra. It doesn't have the sculpted boots, so that's
I love it.
basically
Oh, so she is different, huh?
yeah, for the lower legs and the new head. I mean, it's just an upscale version of the what was on the flashback Walmart exclusive. But yeah, this
coming off 2 absolute banger retro sets, NWO and DX. Just
Yeah,
the
but those
characters.
don't count.
Those are
Those are
two-packs.
ringsides. Those are ringside two packs.
Ringside exclusives. You're coming off what,
The WrestleMania.
Big John
run.
Studd, Hogan,
Stud,
Richter,
Hogan said,
Ali.
yeah.
Why don't they count? I'm saying in a world of retros, this you could.
It's a
see
different
these
assortment.
four
Different
and you-
assortment. It's a different line here.
What?
Different rollout, should I say? Whatever.
I guess. I'm just saying the last couple of retros that we have in hand from Mattel were bangers. So then you see these.
I mean,
four.
nothing's going to top that orange card box set.
Right.
Yes.
Right. I'm all for it. I love it. I dig it. I totally dig it. I wish I had them in my collection right now. I'm all in.
Well,
Oh, yes.
they'll be available later this year. So
Awesome.
Well, this picture of Davies' face looks insane.
But to Brian's point, why wait? Like, why not wait till Mania?
I don't
To
know.
announce
they must
this?
have a lot
Yeah.
of shit to.
They must have. Maybe they have a lot of shit.
Yeah.
find out at WWE World at WrestleMania. Yeah, at the Pennsylvania Convention Center. So
Now this one blew my mind. The Legends of the Territory Era 4-pack. Now are these elites or ultimates?
this is Elite Collection.
Okay, so we
I
have
thought it was alternate.
Muhammad Ali and Gorilla Monsoon. Now Muhammad Ali, it's weird to me. He's in like a soft goods suit top.
This
but
is based
molded
off
pants.
This is based off his confrontation. They highlighted it. They explained it in the reveal video. This is based off his confrontation with Gorilla Monsoon, and he stripped off the suit. So
Okay, I
that's
dig
why
that.
it's up.
Okay, and Gorilla Monsoon as a wrestler, I dig it. You got this is real niche though, pal.
This is deep.
Well, this is a collector focused product. So
I was gonna
This,
say,
but it should be
anyone who
like
saw
old
this
as
live
fuck.
is dead.
Right, it should be old as fuck collector product.
Sheesh.
Bro, come on. Am I telling? Am I
As a
telling a
wrestling
lie?
fan and historian, I am excited about having Gorilla Monsoon in wrestling gear.
Like, guys, I
think
will be
that's
getting this 100%. Like, I'm not saying it's a backer, but it ain't a fronter. You know what I'm saying? It's more towards the back than the front. But I respect it. I appreciate it. I get it. But the next two they showed really blew my mind. Harley Race with the NWA World Heavyweight title. We can say NWA. Mattel can't.
this is the Territorial World's Heavyweight Championship.
Right. And superstar Billy Graham. Now, what title is that he has?
This is the WWF.
Even better. Now,
Unreal.
hear me out here, Brian.
Yeah.
I think you did the same as me with the other Billy Graham. You kept two because you did old man and long hair. Do you cut the other long hair superstar Billy Graham?
I think I can, if this one's superior, which it seems to be.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I like that it's different than
Right.
the other one. So
this one's got the
So
This one's got the title.
almost most definitely, yeah.
That was a 2-on-1 figure, which was basically that the collector's edition Billy Graham, that was 1988 or 87 Billy Graham, and the interchangeable head was just for play value. So
So wait, so they gave him the older head for play value?
no, the other head, this head that is currently featured on here. So
I meant older as in like earlier.
Yes, the 40-year-old the 40-year-old Billy Graham head with the sideburns that was added for play value with the collector's edition one. That primarily like the tie dye, the tights, the boots, they were all based off of reference photos of Billy Graham when he returned to WWE.
Perfect. So that's probably what I'm going to do. But yeah, NWA guys, NWA hit me up like thinking like I had something to do with this. Because I don't I don't know what's going on here, but
They're going to have to contact Dave Milliken because maybe that's who they contacted to get the rights to that belt. I'm not sure who owns.
He probably owns the rights to the belt.
Right.
Yeah.
So the NWA National Wrestling Alliance is not said anywhere in the description of this product. It's also, I believe, not on the actual belt.
And there's no logo on the
it's not on the
belt.
globe.
Yeah.
This is the Territorial World Heavyweight Championship.
I absolutely love this. This is really cool. Now, this is a 4-pack, 4 elites. This has got to be a pricey boy.
Wait a second. These all come together?
Yes, this is a double-sided display. Basically, on one side you get that, and then you flip it around.
Oh my god! I was not realizing
that's
that.
That's a big boy purchase right there.
I don't know. They've surprised us recently with their Elite 4-packs. Have been very reasonable, right? What am I thinking about? There was a recent 4-pack.
The 5-pack, I believe, that was, or the LWO, that was, I think, 100. So I could see this 80-85.
Actually, that's not too bad then.
Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
Huh.
I think that's understandable.
I love it. I'm all for it.
Has all those nice collector sleeves, great packaging design. So shout out to Bruce and George. And thanks, guys.
Great job. And then they also showed off the Imperium guys.
Yeah, these will include soft goods shirts, and these were not. I mean, these are like rough. Basically, the Ludwig Kaiser, his torso was on the wrong legs, so their torso should be swapped over. So they're on the wrong legs. So the Kaiser upper body is on the Giovanni Vinci lower body, and
Really?
so
It doesn't look like that.
well, if you look at the color renders, you'll.
With the boots. Got it. I was just looking at like quad definition there, but okay.
I mean, so I guess this means that they must not be in an elite line coming up.
Yeah, these are going to be exclusive to Mattel Creations and will be available in the summer. And these will include soft goods T-shirts. So, yeah,
Well,
really.
I mean, if it's the only way to get them out, then I'm fine with that. I mean, I'm not buying them either way.
Potentially, I mean, they said, Steve said in the description on his Instagram post that the next Elite 2-pack will be revealed during WrestleMania weekend.
Hope it's a little more exciting than this.
I mean, these are contemporary guys. I mean, once
I
again,
know.
I feel bad for the talent. Like, you have to get this on Mattel Creations. You can't just go to Target and see yourself as an action figure.
But it's better, but at the same time, it's better than not having one or having just
yes,
basics.
Completely
Yes.
agree with that.
well, they can see themselves in the core line at main event series. So,
Cool. Is that it, D?
yes. Yeah, that's
All right.
it for Mattel.
And then we just got dropping some retro news today. Zombie Sailor says, "Hey, I'm coming to WrestleCon, motherfucker," and he showed off this Henry Godwin. There's a little teaser. First of all, it looks like the real Henry Godwin was
It's insane.
fell into a bucket of cement.
It looks like when you go to New York and the guys are dressed up as the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah,
That's
It looks like Henry Godwin got a life cast.
it looks unfucking believable. And if you really look close, you can see Sparkplug Holly. And then I would have to assume that's Phineas Godwin next to him, or
Right.
just another Henry.
Or just another Henry who looks very similar.
Yeah. It looks great.
Yep.
I love it.
Of course.
Absolutely love it. I'm very, very excited for that. Also,
Speaking of WrestleCon and Zombie, I don't know if the Smart Mark Sterling figures that you purchased will be in your hand by WrestleCon weekend, but I will have 150 of them with me. So there will be Smart Mark Sterling's at WrestleCon, and people, I think, should have them soon. Maybe this week. I'm not sure.
I'm pretty positive they're shipping this week.
And
Yeah.
there's a
Todd
variant.
Pettengill
There's a
and-
variant as well, right, Mark?
Yes.
Mark, and
both.
the exclusive. Yep.
I cannot wait to get mine. I'm very, very excited. And then also, FC Figure Collection showed up the Mike Kiyota. Don't love it. I'll be honest. I don't love the Mike Kiyota figure.
I
There's
didn't know who it was, to be honest with you, until from that picture on the packaging. And
even
then
the picture of the packaging doesn't look like
Yeah,
it.
it just threw me for a second. And then we know Kiyota pretty damn well.
It
Yeah,
has.
I mean, I don't know Kiyota from his early days, so this is like a young man Mike Kiyota.
Yeah, I'll be getting it. He's got. It looks like he has 3 interchangeable hands, and it's cool. There's a retro style variant packaging, which is cool.
Whoa. Mitch better send him a cease and desist on that.
Listen, I dig it, and I'm just not in love with it, but it is what it is. I love Kiyota, so I'll be supporting it, and I love Figure Collection.
Yo, Briz, get that 500.
I was going to say that Mike Kiyota, the one thing I know about him is that he has a way deeper voice than you would assume.
Yeah.
He is a pro's fucking pro.
His entire back is a Sons of Anarchy logo tattoo.
Really?
Yeah.
Like literally from the show. He liked the show that much that he got it
The
tattooed.
entire back is a piece.
Damn, now I love The Sopranos, but I never thought about getting a tattoo.
All right. Well, anything else, D, or is that it?
That's it.
All right, we got some Ringside news. Don't miss Ringside Collectibles' huge WrestleMania sale going on now. Deals starting as low as $2.99. Holy shit. New in stock, new WWE Bleacher Buddies featuring Roman Reigns, Hollywood Hogan, Cody Rhodes in a suit, John Cena, Seth Rollins, and Ultimate Warrior. Some hot figures coming in soon. Elite 108 with Brock Lesnar, Bronson Reed, Omos, LA Knight, Chelsea Green, and Terry Gordy, the Executioner.
I can't wait for that Terry Gordy.
Oh, I can't wait either. SummerSlam Elites with Lex Luger, Undertaker, X-Pac, and Kane, and referee John Cohen Build-A-Figure. Ultimate Edition 21 with Cody Rhodes, Kevin Owens, and Sami Zayn. And up next is the Ringside Top 10. This episode of the Major Wrestling Figure Podcast has been brought to you by Ringside Collectibles, the #1 online retailer of WWE action figures.
Go to WrestlingFigures.com and make a purchase. And when you do, use discount code MAJOR at checkout to save 10%.
Ringside Top 10. Brand new figures, how much did you spend? Ringside Top 10. 40 figures, exhausting mailmen. Ringside Top 10. Another sale, Sami Zayn's #1 again. Ringside Top 10. Use code MAJOR for discount at the end.
Number 10, Dominic Mysterio, Elite 105. Number 9, Cody Rhodes, Ultimate Edition 21. Number 8, Cody Rhodes, Metallic Blue, Elite Top Picks 2023. Number 7, Package Deal, set of 2, The Dudley Boys from the Vault, Series 1.
Premium item.
Premium item. Number 6, Seth Rollins, Ultimate 17. Number 5, Rhea Ripley, Elite 102. Number 4, Hardcore Kane from the Vault, Series 1.
What's Rhea Ripley up to these days? I haven't seen a thing about her.
Yeah, I don't know. Kind of nothing on
Radio
Twitter.
silence, huh?
Yeah.
Number 3, Solo Sikoa, Elite 107. Number 2, Swerve Strickland, Unrivaled 14. And number 1, The Usos Bloodline, Ultimate Edition. I wonder if there's a sale? Is there a sale on that? Or are they just Usos are hot, brother versus
or
brother?
back in stock or hot or that
Brother versus brother.
Mania match?
Brother versus brother.
Man, they haven't said like what nights things are yet, huh?
Not yet, no.
Because I hope that's night 1 because I'll be able to watch. Night 2 I might be driving.
Well, up next, weekly purchases brought to you by Major Bendies.
All right, guys, if you didn't know, now you're going to know. Matt and I have started our own toy line. Major Bendies are here. assortments of modern-day superstars and the legends, and we've even expanded with the big rubber guys.
That's right. We have Major Bendies. We have the big rubber guys, just like those LJNs from your childhood. Every month, we have new Major Bendies, new big rubber guys, and now we have licenses like Jay and Silent Bob. So check out all these figures over on MajorBendies.com. Some might cost a little. Some might cost a lot. But I'm the $1,000 broski. And your figures will be bought. Ha 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 ha! Weekly purchases brought to you by Major Bendies. Guys, MajorBendies.com. This is going to be a big couple months for Major Bendies. Right now, last week to get your Extreme Major Bendies. Last week to get the Extreme Major Bendies. Last week to the Paul Walter Hauser. And next week at Live 19, we will reveal the next set of big rubber guys, and they will go on sale that day. So very, very excited about that. Actually, you know what? I think next week for the Ultimate members, we tell them on Monday because the pod's going to drop Friday, and we're going to need the people to know.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? So even more incentive to tune in Monday, Ultimate members, or early and ad-free before Live 19 to find out exactly who will be in the next Big Rubber Guy set.
We could probably show the commercial, too, because
yes,
it will have a purpose.
So tune in next week, guys. It's going to be the Hall of Fame and a lot of reveal skis. Basically, everything that we're going to reveal at Live 19, we'll reveal early because it won't be early when it comes out on Friday. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So very, very cool. And every single week, guys, use the hashtag Major Bendies. If we choose your picture or video, you will get a little prize. This one was really cool. From @NotTodayJackass. Got a major delivery today from hashtag Major Bendies. Happy to finally have Macho Man, Randy Savage, and Trinity in hand. I don't even have Trinity in hand.
Me either, pal.
I don't even have Trinity. That's customer service, pal. So very, very cool right there. And guys, I don't have many weekly purchases, so if you guys got something,
I'm
hit
pretty
me up.
low as well. Like we said, Ringside's the calm before the storm here, but pretty cool. Added to my collection of TNA Marvel autographed figures. Alex Shelley. Look at this.
Wow.
Look at that inscription. Paparazzi Productions. One of my
I love
favorite
that.
things ever in TNA history was Kevin Nash joining the X Division and Paparazzi Productions. If you don't know about it, look it up. It's some really hysterical, fun pro wrestling stuff. I've got to wrestle Alex Shelley a lot to TNA. Got to know him. Great dude. Very cool piece to add to my collection. And, of course, if you have Alex Shelley, you have Hail Sabin. Chris Sabin, which actually, this is the Toys R Us Best Of variant.
Oh,
Remember that?
okay.
And
Yeah.
he said he had never seen it before.
Really?
I know. I was like, really? So
So he kind of felt bad, like not giving it to him.
he didn't seem to really care in that regard either. But I did make a mental note of it, and if I do see it again, I'll get it for him. And
If you've
ever
never
wondering-
seen a figure of yourself,
So
I
to
don't know
be
if you
fair-
deserve it.
Broski, I don't know if Mark was even like thinking about wrestling when these were out, but to be fair, these were a repaint set. There was only 2 sets of them, and they were Toys R Us exclusives, and like they weren't like peg warmers. Like they shipped like once, and if you didn't get them, you didn't get them.
Yeah.
And that was it. And the only way to identify them, because you can't tell by the front of the packaging except the figure, like that's in different gear. The back doesn't have like the other guys in the set.
Got it.
It just has the photos of the guy. So this is
Got
him.
it.
And the difference is he's in black trunks when the Series 3 is white. So
Now, you might have said this last week. Are you trying to get everybody or what?
I will collect them in on card. Am I gonna I did say this, that like everyone's alive, which is part of the incentive of like, oh wow, that's kind of
Yeah.
crazy, and actually a great I think thing to be said about our generation, right?
Yeah.
These figures are 20 years old and everyone who's in it is alive is pretty
Right.
cool. I'm gonna probably grab them when I see them, like mid on card. I don't know about like if I'm gonna go to great lengths to get like where am I gonna find Matt Bentley? You know,
Super Gabby.
no, Lucas Cacuccio bought that,
That's right,
and
that's
it's in Sharpie. Like I don't want that anyway.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean, things like that. You know, Elix Skipper actually. I was thinking, I was like, man, Elix Skipper's a tough guy, but he came and like visited TNA when we were in Atlanta, like not too long ago.
Monty Brown. Pow!
Monty Brown, which is probably my top 3 TNA wrestler of all time. That's a big one, and somebody that like has a weird little space in like major history. You know, our
Yes.
first match. It's like kind of
Yes.
cool. So
Yeah.
I would love to get a hold of him. Shit, I would love to just book Monty Brown for Creative Pro.
Pounce!
Yeah, and hang out with him. That would be ideal.
We were just talking about
Oh yeah,
Monty
you know
Brown
what?
in one of our
Right.
chats.
Elix did KNS last year. I mean, you never know. So I'll grab him when I see him because another thing is, you don't see these figures very often. You don't see him in great condition. So like I'll grab him when I get it. You know.
Right.
So I was eyeballing a Christian on eBay. It ended at like $90 today.
That's a rare boy. I have that for my miscellaneous shelf.
Yeah.
The material over time does not age well. That jacket.
I guess if you're going to
Yes.
keep it in the box. who
No,
cares?
Mike, I bought mine mid on card like maybe within this podcast, so within the past 5 years.
Yep.
And even then when I opened it, it's like almost disintegrating.
Mine's like a fronter in my thing, and I'm pretty sure it's good. Like,
Yeah?
I'm doing the look.
okay.
It looks pretty sure. Plus, I mean, how much do you think Jay's going to charge me to sign that when I
Well,
do
he's
get
definitely
it?
not going to do it for free. You talking
call
about
you a
someone?
Mark.
You think I don't like friends and family?
That's your mentor. That's your idol.
guy is the number one.
You're
This guy's the number
You're
one.
filling
He does
his
like friends and
shoes.
family.
And I guess I'll just finish so I don't have to do any more. But like I said, Sunday, the Creative Pro debut of Big Terry. And I don't mean Hulk Hogan. I mean the real Big Terry.
Yes.
The War Machine Rhino.
Wow.
Which I realized he has 2 different signatures, I and Y. And he does make an effort to see like what the
I like
item
that.
is.
I like that.
And to make sure it's proper.
He's
So,
a pro's pro. Always tan, always shaved, always, you know,
Guys, I
in
can't
those
even
flip
tell
flops.
you what a pro rhino was and what a pleasure he was to have at Creative Pro. And
Who'd he
I
wrestle?
knew he was going to drive home, so I put him on second. Drove home
Oh,
from
my
Limbrook,
God.
New York to Detroit,
Holy
that's like 10, 12 hours.
bro.
He does that for real.
Yeah, he
Terry
doesn't like
doesn't
flying.
like to fly, so if it's like pretty much under 12 hours, he'll just do it.
Guys, in my old age, is this weird? Like, I'm starting to not like to fly. Like, getting, like, afraid of flights. Especially with all this, like, Boeing stuff in the news and stuff like that.
If you were going to say, I don't like to fly because my knees hurt, or
I was going to say, I
get
can't be in the
cramped.
car. I literally can't be in the car for more than 2 hours, or like I'm in like agony.
Oh,
Like,
I can't do it. I can't do it.
I have like
long
Mr.
drive.
Burns posture, and I want to like die.
Yeah.
Oh, I would rather drive if it's close to 7 hours. I
Oh,
would rather
God, no
drive.
way, Jose.
Because all my flights suck anyway.
Dude.
My flights suck.
No
But
way.
Detroit to New York, there's 15 direct flights every day.
So apparently, GCW was in Detroit on where Rhino lives. I actually wrestled Rhino in the building I wrestled Danhausen last time. Anyway, GCW in Detroit Saturday. The show Sunday was in Rochester, and like Brett Lauderdale told everyone, "Oh yeah, it's only 5.5 hours."
Yeah, I mean that's
But
cool.
no. It's only 5.5 hours if you go through Canada, and people like didn't bring their passport, or some people aren't allowed in the country. So the only way to do it U.S. wise is like 7.5 hours. So they ought to make that fucking drive. Like SDL, like she's not allowed into Canada with her visa, and you know, like
Whoa,
so she thinks she's doing a 5-hour drive. She's doing a 7-hour drive.
Wow.
that's rough.
I flew to Monterrey, Mexico.
Right. And actually, I just saw Joe Hersky, Senshi, aka Loki. I feel like that's a tough find these days.
Yeah, true. I don't see him often.
My first weekly purchase. We talked about the Princess Bride. Well,
you
I got
got it.
him. The correct pheasant
Again?
with the peanut and the rock. This is the one I needed, even though the other one has the better head sculpt. Anybody
Oh, so like
want a
that one
peanut?
does have the ugly head, and the other one has
This
a nice
one does.
head?
In person, it's really not that ugly.
Yeah.
But the other one is better. So it's the pheasant with the peanut with the rock. I don't know how I'll actually hold the rock. I'm sure I can get it. It's a nice display stand. So I will add this to my miscellaneous display. Come on, it's Andre the fucking Giant. We saw the movie. We talked about it. It's a great figure from McFarlane. It's a 22 moving parts. It's a big motherfucking boy. I absolutely love this.
The
It's
joint. I've
cool.
been messing around with Mackenzie's Wesley stuff. The joints are tight on those things.
Tight
man.
boys?
I don't
Tight
think they're really meant to be like played with.
Oh yeah, no, for sure. But they have pretty articulation. I mean, you can do some stuff with them.
All right, boys,
Oh,
here we
it's
go.
time.
Pro
I feel
Wrestling
like you haven't
Crate.
done this in a minute, Mark.
Well, they went to 2 months.
Oh,
Remember? So that was
2
the
months
big-
and
Yeah,
two brawlers,
2
right?
months, 2
2
brawlers.
months and 2 brawlers. So it's been so long, I was excited. I opened it before I looked at it. So this is not a big surprise to me. But we have this. I still don't know what this is. Let me see here. We've got it's a sriracha pin. Who the hell is that?
I don't know.
Oh man, help us out, chat. Why would someone have a sriracha? It doesn't say on there, or you just can't see it. No,
Sting-
on the packet, on the
Yeah.
sriracha packaging.
Oh, I can't tell who the face looks like Eddie Guerrero. Oh, it's Latino Heat. Sorry.
Oh my God.
Oh my god.
Latino Heat.
You're gonna get some
Okay.
heat.
Okay, Eddie Guerrero sriracha pin. All right.
You just came off like a grandpa opening this. I can't see it. Who is this?
Oh my
What do we
God.
got?
Get Destino.
Is that Naito?
Yeah. La Fashion Ingonables in Japan. This is an awesome shirt. Icons are forever Sting.
That is actually sweet, like a Roots of Fight Sting shirt.
Bro, this
That's
is
cool.
like, I'm
Venice
wearing
Beach.
this
That's cool.
to the gym tomorrow. Okay, this I was thrilled.
Oh,
Look
so
at
that's
this.
the size of it. Okay.
This is the Ric Flair freaking thing. It's going right in my shelf. I had no idea.
Is the Micro Brawlers in that same pose? I thought it was like a different pose or something.
No, that's the pose.
Yeah, all
That's
right.
it.
I don't remember. I have it in the other room. Really cool. And then another double pop. I didn't get the variants, but I got the RJ City and Dave Arquette.
That's awesome.
These are going directly in I'm keeping these. That's
Does
for
he?
sure.
I mean, you guys are gonna have to help me out here because I've never seen David Arquette wrestle. Did he do something with the screen mask in a match?
That I don't know. I know that I
Yeah.
tried
Or
to
are they
get,
just
sure
doing
he
that as
did.
like he was in Scream? Haha.
I tried
as
to
a
get David
reference?
Arquette to do Major Bendy, and he said he wanted to work with a real toy company instead. But so I guess Pro Wrestling Tees is a real toy company.
Ouch!
You're dead to me, David Arquette.
Ouch!
I don't know about that. I'll ask RJ City about it, but I'm sure he did. I mean, he did gimmicks in his matches all the time, so I'm sure that he did this screen thing. We got this big, gigantic John Moxley poster. Spitting blood.
Whoa!
That's cool.
Is
I will
that
not
like,
be hanging that up.
It's going right in the gym.
We got a Bullet Club Gold patch.
Sweet.
And then the last thing, Mitch's boy.
TL Hopper signed 8x10.
Close.
Oh, it's real.
Tatanka. It's a pretty cool picture.
Yeah,
I don't
that's
need
cool. No.
it. All right,
No,
that's it.
We got the real Tatanka, bro. What do we need that for?
Well, Mark-
I'm keeping 3 things in here.
Mark, I've been kicking the tires on this for a while. I honestly, Mark, I thought for sure by now you would have had an AEW figure. So I wasn't, I wasn't really in a rush to do this. And then I'm like, I don't think it's coming, pal. So I talked about it a couple months ago. I got from Mark Cochran, that smart Mark head. And finally, from Matthew Kenny, I got the proper hands to make my smart
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Sterling. You're kind of doing the Chelsea Green #1,
Right.
because, but it works.
You
Wait,
can
so who
bend that
painted that
hand.
head for you?
Bend
What do you
the
mean-
hand.
What do you mean
The
bend
wrist.
the hand?
Push the wrist down.
No, who painted the head?
No, Mark Cochran.
Oh, he painted it for you, too.
This is a basic figure. What do you mean push the wrist down? You can't. It's a basic.
There's no like.
No, not on basics.
Oh, maybe I popped. I think. Oh, no, because that's not the hand that comes
I
with
know.
that
it's just-
figure.
I just got these hands.
Yeah, so it should have a thing.
So, I mean, it gets a little closer, but not really.
I'm looking at mine. Looks so much better than that. I don't know why. I'm literally looking at
I
the
think it's
shelf over
in the angle that you have to hold it.
here. Right.
I don't know, but there it is.
But I don't have it pointing. My figure of that I have holding a microphone. So
Mark Cochran and
no, I was
Kenny.
asking you who painted your head because the
Mark
one that
Cochran.
I didn't know he painted it because what he created originally was just the gray 3D render,
Well, he
Right.
painted it for me.
and then random people painted the heads.
So you,
all
Broski,
the heads I
just
have
giving
are
up. There's
different.
never going to be an AEW mark.
Not happening.
I just don't see it happening anytime soon.
Oh man.
I
Yeah,
hope
so
so.
I what maybe in 3 years
Yeah.
at the at the best.
I had to make one a placeholder for now.
Yeah, sure.
A
Yeah.
placeholder for now.
Better chance of having a Super 7 or a
Jesus Christ. Well, you're having the 2 zombie sailors.
yeah, those are legit.
Yes. Anything else, guys?
That was it.
That's it for me.
Slow. I had a
Well, I thought I had a slow week, but I had one
plethora
thing.
of a week, but so 3 heavy hitters. For
So
We got an
before-
Andre the Giant and a Smart Mark Sterling.
No, I have
what
one more
what
thing.
a week.
I have one more thing. So
Oh, okay.
before the Chaos Wrestling show in Monterey, I walked outside. Brian, you've been to Mexico before. Like, there's all the vendors, the street vendors, the bootleg figures.
Yep.
I bought a bootleg figure because this bootleg looked really good. And it's of the guy that I wrestled, a little Blue Demon Jr. bootleg.
Oh, that's cool.
Really cool. The paint app is nice. As the kid, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna wrestle this guy. Why not get it?
Those are that's like a famous style of Mexican
Yes.
bootleg. Yeah.
So I will add this to my miscellaneous shelf. And then I was talking to Roy Lucier. I was asking, like, hey, did he have any real figures? And he actually had one of those like Super 7 reactions that we covered like maybe like early days of the pod.
Yep.
And then he said he was supposed to be. I want to read this. I don't. He was slated for the second wave of CMLL figures in 1993, but that line was canceled.
Right. Yeah. He's on the back of the box. There's a bunch of guys listed.
Yes,
They're coming soon.
So it didn't happen.
Right.
And he also had this other figure. I'm not quite even sure what this is. I have no reason to get that. But I thought it was cool to get the bootleg. Mexico's known for their bootleg figures. I'm wrestling the guy in Mexico on his 39th anniversary, and he was a super cool dude. He didn't beat me; he beat somebody else. So
Right.
got that.
You know what? Now you say this, I bought a La Parca bootleg when the first time we went to Mexico to wrestle, like in the Edgeheads days, and
Yeah.
I don't know where it is or if I sold it or what. It was
damn.
pretty cool.
Well, let's go to some major mark purchases of the week.
All right, guys, major mark purchases of the week. Here we go. Jumping right in. We got Josh St. Hilaire. I was fortunate enough to see my first ever AEW pay-per-view live from Greensboro. Being a huge Sting fan growing up, I always regretted I never got to see him live. Timing was always an issue. I wanted something special to commemorate the first and sadly last time I would get to see Sting. I wasn't able to be in a row that got the chair and struck out trying to ask other fans at the venue. I asked many a fan if they wanted to sell theirs to lots of laughs and get losts. However, thanks to
that's
fellow...
good. It's usually the opposite. People are like looking to flip those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I guess he wasn't offering the right amount. However, thanks to fellow Major Mark AJ Lanigan, I was able to get one sent to me, and it just arrived. So good for you.
Sick. That's a nice chair with like the actual
Looks
match
great.
graphics on it and shit.
Yeah.
Sometimes they don't have. Sometimes they're not that like accurate. You know what I mean?
Yep. And I will say this, not to be a shill. An AEW pay-per-view is something that needs to be seen to be believed if you're there live. So like a lot of these pay-per-views, the atmosphere
Wild.
is just unbelievable, and you always just feel at home with these wrestling fans.
Can I put something into the atmosphere, into the universe right now?
Sure.
Live 19 sold out Philly. Live 20 we've announced will be Los August in August. Maybe the last ever show at Kowloon. What do you guys think about this? Since it's live 20, we do 20 special VIP tickets that have the chair.
If we can execute that,
Yeah,
sure.
if we
We
can
could,
figure it out.
we could definitely
Why not?
execute
Yeah.
it.
I
But what do you
guess.
think with the fucking chair? Live 20.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's fucking. Obviously, we'd make a couple extra for me, you, Mark. Connect. I'm sure don't want TTD. Maybe we make 25.
I mean, I think we can. Yeah, well,
But I think
gonna have to figure out the logistics of this. But yeah,
I think they would go. Look at the comments right now. Holy shit, I'm in. 100% buy. Oh
I just want
fuck.
it for
Oh my
house. I'm
god.
tired of putting out this Royal Rumble chair when guests come.
I've been sitting on CM Punk's face for fucking over a decade.
Not
I
a
don't
real nice,
understand why you
comfortable
guys don't
desk
get
chair.
comfortable chairs for you.
I mean,
guys.
I'm in a very.
I'm
comfortable
fucking
desk chair,
sitting on CM Punk's face.
That's like painful for how long we record and you do that.
Man.
But anyway,
Yeah, I can't imagine it.
Connect, get on it, pal.
All right, here we go. Boom. Shakalaka. Look at the prices on these.
What the hell?
Dan Brickwell Sosa. Highspots had some steals that I was able to take advantage of. I was able to get an on-card Virgil Hasbro with a Defender for $40, and I got a Macho Man retro for only $10. They also had some replica gear signed by Sting, which was nice to pick up after his awesome retirement.
We got to ask Amigo what the hell was going on there.
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah, I don't know if that was a mess up. All right, this is a wild sight. Josh Breezy says, so for years now,
That's VHS.
I see what it is now. Oh, my God.
Whoa.
there's been a friendly competition between myself and Hardy Heft over who has the better Hardy Boys collection. Recently, Hardy Heft sent me a picture on Instagram showing his recent purchase of 50 sealed Leap of Faith Hardy Boys VHS tapes. I couldn't let him have that over me, so I checked eBay, and it turns out the seller had 9 boxes of 50 tapes for sale.
Holy
Within
shit.
the hour, I had my very own box of 50 being sent my way, and as of this morning, the Kobe Bryant of Hardy Collecting has them in hand, which leads to the great debate. Who has the better Hardy Boys collection, myself, Hardy Heft, or Matt Hardy himself?
Oh, man.
but
Now,
like-
this is Josh Breezy, correct?
Yep.
Now, Josh, if you're listening,
That's 450 Hardy Boy tapes, by the way, that person had to sell.
Yeah.
How does that even happen? Because
well,
like
maybe he owned
bought
a
all the
coconuts
video
in
stores.
like 1999 doesn't get that many,
FY
right?
I don't know. It was fucking post Attitude Era, like just on the.
And
you know.
that sounds very
But
suspicious.
Breezy, I believe you live in the Orlando area. I think it's time I come and film a little vlog of your collection.
That would be great.
Hit me up. Hit me up.
All right. This is cool little thing here from our boy Roy.
I was about to say, is that Mackenzie?
Saturday night, I drove to San Francisco for an event where one of the featured names was soon-to-be WWE Hall of Famer Bull Nakano. I had a few items to get signed, so I waited until the end, but unexpected, Bull took off without a notice. I thought my attempted signing was through, but a mutual friend I spent Sunday with told me to keep the items in my car. I returned to San Francisco the next evening, and as fate would have it, Bull showed at our mutual friend's hotel room. I showed her the articles, which included the Junk Shop Dog Popey figure from a couple years ago, and also the 1994 Tokyo Dome program, and also my favorite event I ever attended live, the 1996 World Wrestling Peace Festival, which was an event where Antonio Inoki had multiple promotions in Los Angeles for a huge event in which Bull performed on. An amazing weekend, to say the least. Pretty cool.
Looks like they had a bottle of wine too, so got even
Good
better.
friends with Bull Nakano now.
Very cool.
Bull Nakano's like in a time machine or something. I don't know
Yes.
how.
Right?
She does what she does 30 years later.
Imagine a retro of her, an Elite. Now we're talking.
Yes,
now that there's
it's
that
coming.
100 Blaze, you really,
You need it.
yeah.
Okay. Brian, this was a funny one. Tim Tatum says, my wife gave birth in January and then found out she needed brain surgery the next day. Happy to report everyone's doing well. So that's good to hear, Tim. But he said he got behind on the pod, so he decided to catch up by watching on YouTube and having looked at Brian's HBK pick for so long, I needed one, as it's my favorite childhood memory of wrestling. I blame Myers.
Same
There you
cock
go.
autograph, too.
Yep. It must
Very
be the same
similar.
print. Yeah.
It looks like is the autograph really autographed or is it printed on?
I saw him sign these at a signing, so
Okay.
I mean, yeah. Look, there's differences if you look.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Actually, I'm staring at
But
it.
one of my favorite pieces, one of my favorite moments in wrestling, and really because it was the first time that they were like, it was the first time that a wrestler was addressed as like, oh, he was a fan once, and look where he is now.
Right.
You know, the boyhood dream. So it was a big moment for me in knowing that I wanted to be a wrestler. That like, you know, it was possible.
Sure.
That's why that means a lot to me. And unfortunately, there's a massive cock headed towards his face and such a sentimental thing. But it is what it is.
All right, here, buckle in.
What?
David
What do you got here?
Sirianni, our friend. I bought an entire collection. Recently, I came across a listing on Facebook Marketplace for a vintage Castle Grayskull playset with the words free. I was intrigued. Of course, it was not free. However, the listing stated an entire collection was for sale. I'm currently collecting vintage real Ghostbusters and excited to make an offer on those. But when I drove down to see the collection, which was an hour away, I decided to make an offer. 2,500 Aussie dollars, which is 1,640 USD, on the entire room. The collection was owned by a man. Apparently, he had been collecting since he was a child and never played with his toys. He just let them breathe. Kept most of the boxes and displayed them. I believe the story, as most of the toys still have their original weapons and have no playware. The man has now been moved to an assisted living space, and he told his elderly parents to sell his toys. He was honored. I was honored to become the new custodian of this collection. It took 3 days, 6 hours of driving time, but I got the entire collection home. But
I wonder if he's going to like flip some of that, but that's a great price for all that.
But that's the Castle Grayskull. Wow. Yeah, look, it has all the pieces, and it's like displayed perfectly. The Star Wars toys.
Damn,
it's got cool. The vintage turtle van in the back.
Yeah, I love it.
Really cool. All right. La Puma.
Oh.
Holy shit, guys. I received the world's biggest Hulk Hogan LJN all the way from Australia. LJN Custom Man on Instagram makes these custom 16-inch solid resin Hogans, and I was able to snag the white shirt LJN before they sold out. This thing is massive and heavy. I also bought from him the world's smallest LJN Hogan, standing at 2 inches. This thing is definitely a standout in my room. Speaking of my room, Mark, you once said, invest in yourself. I think Broski says that. So I took that advice and had a professional filmographer come yesterday to film my room tour for my YouTube channel.
That's cool.
La Puma Mania 1980. Check it out on YouTube. Look for it soon.
Wow,
see you guys in Philly.
Love it.
There you go.
That is cool.
I like that.
I believe his collection is that spectacular that it is deserving of such documentation.
Yeah.
How about that?
Yes.
All right, that's it.
All right, guys. Up next is Snubbed Superstars. Welcome everyone to Snubbed Superstars. A Heart Foundation member chooses a wrestling figure line. Mark surprises with that line, and we say, who was snubbed? Who was really screwed?
All right, guys, I got a fun one. David Carroll says, LJN Thumb Wrestlers.
Is there a Macho?
There's a Macho.
There's a Macho.
There's a Macho. Who is snubbed?
LJN.
There's a Steamboat?
There's a Steamboat.
I had that Steamboat.
Let me get a list of who they actually made so we don't mess this up.
Man, nobody like jumped out at me from
Snuka?
But doesn't he like leave?
You're right.
So not really.
Oh well, guys, there was supposed to be a series 2, so I can tell you who was snubbed.
Oh, well, isn't it like Terry Funk?
Terry Funk, Corporal Kirshner. Look at this picture here. I'm looking at it right here. I don't know. I forget who was actually made from him. Don Morocco, George Animal Steel, Ricky Steamboat, Nikolai Volkov, Iron Sheik Hogan, Jake the Snake, Paul Orndorff, Terry Funk, Corporal Kirshner, Hillbilly Jim, Macho, another Mr. Wonderful, Big John Studd, Andre, King Kong. Some of these were made. I don't know who wasn't made. Did they have Andre? Was Andre snubbed?
Ooh, that might be the winner, huh?
It might be Andre. I'm not saying Corporal Kirshner was snubbed. You know what I'm saying?
No, because he wasn't like... He's like a bigger star in the sense that he had an LJN than he was like in actuality, right?
Right.
All right, I have the checklist here.
Do you have the checklist? Yeah, please tell me the checklist. Yeah.
All right, hold on a second. Here we go. Okay. Whoops.
What is that? Is that a porn site, Mark? Mark's watching porn, pal.
All right. Broski, how about Nunzio? Uh-oh. That's what it just reminded me of.
All right, Hillbilly Jim and Big John Studd. Hillbilly Jim and Roddy Piper. Hulk Hogan and Big John Studd. Hulk Hogan and Nikolai Volkov. Hulk Hogan and Randy Savage. Junkyard Dog and Iron Sheik. Junkyard Dog and Nikolai Volkov. Junkyard Dog versus Roddy Piper. Paul Orndorff versus Big John Studd. Ricky Steamboat versus Jake the Snake. Ricky Steamboat versus Nikolai Volkov. Ricky Steamboat versus Randy Savage.
So I'm going to say Andre and George Steele as my answers then.
Andre, George Steele. Great answers. If I send this to you right now, can you get this on the screen, Mark, or is it going to be not too quick?
Yep.
Yeah, I want people to see what the Andre would have looked like. If they're watching
it was short hair, blue trunks, huh?
Yep. Yeah, Andre definitely snubbed, and George Animal Steel snubbed. The other ones would have been cool, but snubbed. That's not what we're doing here.
Yeah, it's a big difference. It's just like being impactful on the roster. You know, it has to be like a couple things. You know.
Yes, for sure. Man, I would love to have these protos in my collection. I'll tell you that.
I mean, I didn't realize that Terry Funk was all the way to proto stage like that. That picture I just saw.
Yeah.
This is like a very small. Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's not big at all. Jesus Christ.
No, it's not.
It won't get bigger.
Jesus Christ.
It's not a great shot, but
Not a great shot. But yeah, all right, that was a good one. I dig that.
You got that one kind of stumped me a little bit. It was a good
Yeah,
one.
I like that. All right, guys. Oh, Nick Fargnoli saying, damn, my Major Pod title by Wildcat didn't make Major Mark Purchase of the Week. Come on, Mark.
What? I picked some great ones.
That's a great one.
Broski just wants more people to do it. He's being a carny fuck.
Oh, with the hand
And
symbol
he
there.
fucking
pal.
got us.
He got us. So he didn't buy the belt.
Yeah, he fucking worked us all.
Holy shit. All right, guys. Up next is the Q&A. All right, guys. Every single week, use the hashtag AskMajorPod. If we read your question on air, we'll send you a little prize ski. What do we got here, guys?
My question, I thought this was so random, I picked it. He's in the chat, Joe Hersky. At Herks Rules, would you rather be running late heading into a show or running late heading home from a show? Hashtag AskMajorPod.
I don't know what the heading home from a show means.
Well, I mean, like this weekend, truth be told, Saturday night, I'm not going to stay in Philly. I live 2 hours away,
Yeah.
right? So as soon as I'm done, I'm out of there. I'm driving home.
Yeah.
We had a plethora of pre-tapes to do that we didn't get done in the allotted showtime. So I was there like to about midnight ski and then had to drive
Oh,
for
no.
2 hours. So we're not, if we finished at showtime, I could have been home at midnight kind of thing.
It's really a mixed bag because what are you doing on the show? You know, I you could be a little
Yeah, it
late.
depends on how like serious, like of what I got to get done on the show, right? Is
You
it a
got
big
some
match? Is it a big
serious-ass
thing?
match or
something I'm
multiple
looking forward
segments?
to.
Well, I
Yeah,
mean, I
exactly.
certainly don't want to stay after the show. Like, even for me, Brian, at TNA, I had a meet and greet. I had to stay after the show to do the meet and greet, and then after the meet and greet, I had to do 2 pre-tapes.
Oh, so,
So, like,
you're in the same boat.
I want to get the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
But, like, it's also very stressful if, like, there's a travel issue, and you're like, oh, fuck. Especially, like, on an indie show, or, like, am I first? Or, like, for instance, this TNA, I land right before call time, but my bag didn't make it. So I'm like at TV for my TNA debut, and I don't have like my running clothes with me because they're in my fucking suitcase.
I would have carried all that on.
You know what Broski did like a real pro? He sent Leo Spower to the airport to go get his bags.
That's right. And then I said, "Eat a steak, stick man."
I hate
I
being
think
late anywhere ever. So
yeah,
I will
think
always pick
ultimately
staying.
my performance is the most important to me. So if I get stuck there doing my job after the fact or whatever, then it is what it is. But ultimately, like for that live crowd, I want my performance to be the best of my abilities. So that's
100%.
what's going to
Yeah.
take the most importance, in my opinion.
Yeah. And look, the nights that you do get to leave, it's pretty great.
Sure, yeah.
Right.
You know, you finish your thing early, get out early. It's pretty great. It's like leaving work at noon on a Friday.
I want to say actually last time we did Philly, Broski worked Dunzio, and I was able to drive home at like 8:30 or something. You know? Yeah.
All right, my question from Stevie Breach at the Matt Cardona: are the retros dead? I am not blown away by this next offering. Do you only want legends in the line, or if they did a 4-pack of Rollins, Cody, Rock, and Roman from Mania 40, could that pump the line? Hashtag AskMajorPod.
I don't think modern day guys is the pivot to
I don't think so.
jumpstart this thing at all. Yeah.
However, I wouldn't be opposed to a WrestleMania main event. You know, like with those four, if it's those 4 guys, a little special thing, fine. But no, I don't want I don't want current guys. I don't.
I do, actually.
Oh,
I do. I don't collect current guys in any way except for AEW. I don't collect any modern WWE people, but I would, if done correctly, happily get top WWE guys. No
I feel
question.
they've already gone that route, so it wouldn't be like a total ugh, But I feel like there's so much meat on the bone, so many places they can go. For instance, like they could continue to do Attitude Era stuff. They could do WCW stuff.
I'll take all of that.
But I'm saying there's so many retro stuff they haven't even touched yet. They could still do the ECW guys, like at ECW, like Dudley's, RVD. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and they could even do like early Ruthless Aggression, like Brock, Cena, Orton, Batista.
The line's not dead by any means, but I will say this: it's far less exciting with all these other companies doing what once was unthinkable, right?
Right.
From the initial, like, what was that? I think it was 2016 when these dropped at that San Diego Comic-Con. Everyone was like,
Brock Lesnar, John Cena, Undertaker, and
holy
Ultimate Warrior.
shit, like life-altering, like unfathomable series,
Kevin Owens.
I think the retro space has come a long way, to say the least, since then.
I don't want to say it's oversaturated, but it is to a degree oversaturated. I mean, look, guys, right now, we have fucking 2 short-haired British Bulldogs coming. Like, it's oversaturated. Right. Yeah. But Mattel, I almost blame Mattel because Mattel stopped the retros. They killed them.
The cold feet. And
so then all of the
distribution problems that went down.
All these smaller companies said, well, I'll pick up the slack. And now Mattel's like, well, if you're going to make the money, no, we're going to make the money. So now it's just flooded. I don't think I think there's so many choices they can still make, and I don't think they have to pivot to current guys.
I don't like I said, I would love it. I literally a Roman, Rock, Cody. That wrestling is so hot. That angle is so hot. The people
I'm fine with the WrestleMania 40 main event. I'm fine with it, but I don't want to start getting modern day guys.
But I mean, if you said like Rhea is very popular right now, if you did like a Rhea and those 3 guys in the main event, right? I'm just saying, right? I would love it, and I would buy it and happily put it in my thing, but I do not think it's going to put a shot in the arm of that retro. No. I don't think that's going to do anything. I think the same people will buy that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Possibly less.
I think probably less.
Yeah,
that's back to an old school argument we've had on the show. Like, a kid playing with wrestling figures has grown up with elites and ultimates and very spoiled in what they look like, whereas these don't catch their eye because there's no sentimental value to these little pudgy plastic figures, right?
Like, there are so many guys
in
like the Hasbro world that could be redone in different looks, and that's just from Hasbro. Like, just like they could make an Andre with a blue singlet. They can make Andre with short hair. 1, 2, 3 kid. Like, there's so many. They could do LOD without the spikes or removable spikes. There's so many guys they could redo. It's just they're only doing, it looks like, the 2 4-packs a year and maybe the 2 sets of 2-packs a year.
Yeah. I'm fine with that.
I think that's a perfect number too.
I'm fine with that too.
With 3 at best case scenario, 3 sets of zombie a year, maybe 2, right?
Well, I think Zombie's going to be pumping them up, to be honest.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, great question.
All right, my question. Speaking of zombies, speaking of retros, Willie Wilson asked at Willie Wilson, planning.
Bulldogs? This Bulldogs went all over this show.
Nobody knows what we're talking about, but Willie Wilson is TTD's real life friend, who we sang the Bulldog song to. Planning for WrestleCon, what color paint pen are you leaning towards for your zombie fig? Myers Wrestling, Matt Cardona, what's your favorite color for your zombie? So that's why I wanted to ask you guys.
Oh,
where do you sign? What do I use? What kind of pen? What's the best?
My Heels and Faces, I only really like to do it in yellow. Worst case, I could do like a green, like a neon green, not even a regular green. And I think all other colors are pretty inferior. Like, they're not.
I totally disagree with Brian one bit. Like,
mine, I'm just saying. I don't know about yours. I'm just saying mine, because mine is like so much of my chest. It's like reddish, pinkish orange, all that does not work. Like, it doesn't look good. And then down by my singlet where it is dark, there's not, because that's where like the logoing is and stuff. It's just not. There's not a lot of options.
So this, where? So you, I would I sign
yellow that bad boy.
yellow.
I would have yellow. I would have yellow for me.
Yellow,
like
because then it pops up that corner thing. Won't clash with the red and the blue on you.
I would go yellow.
I'm sorry. Where did you say, Brian?
like above the signature on the package.
Oh, I
Yellow
see.
in
Okay.
between your hand and your signature.
Sure. Okay. Deal.
Right on that tie, maybe.
I'll bring a bunch of yellow, guys.
I usually do like blue or white on mine. But
I guess mine kind of can get away with a white, but I'm not crazy about it.
I sign most of my bendies in white. But the white shirt would kind of mess that up.
So, and I don't
white
like
would.
this. I don't know why I don't like it on that, because
it matches the
signature's
signature.
white. Yeah, that's why I wouldn't like it on Broski's either.
I'm gonna wear that exact suit at WrestleCon.
You should. I was thinking about doing Friday indie god ring gear, Saturday like who is wearing their fucking ring gear besides Boogeyman and Sting? You know what I'm saying?
I would say Victoria always wears it, right?
I'm thinking about it.
Well, even if you met me, you got to meet me again, because I will have my TNA Tag Team Championship of the World in my hands.
And Brian, I hope you raise those prices, pal.
I'm undecided, but we'll figure it out.
All right. Well, up next is Good Housekeeping. Okay, guys, Mark, I'm going to let you explain this. How can I tell the fans to go to our YouTube page? It's youtube.com/
Yep.
at
Major WF Pod. Yep. YouTube has changed the way their addresses work, right? So some people don't care about this. Some people, whatever. Every YouTube page has an @ now, just like Twitter, just like X, just like Instagram. It's @ whatever it is, right? So our YouTube page is @ Major WF Pod. And
How do you type that in a URL?
You can literally youtube.com/ @ Major WF Pod.
Are you
Goes
sure?
right to the page.
Are you sure?
Guaranteed. Okay. Yeah. So all the pages have an @ They got rid of the actual signature addresses. But if you did have one in the past, it still works, but it redirects. So if you type in youtube.com/ Major Pod Network, which was our old address, it actually takes you to @ Major WF Pod. Right.
And now we have a
redirect.
YouTube's Clips channel.
This is the big thing, guys. I wanted to talk about this in the beginning of the show. Major Pod Clips, @ Major Pod Clips on YouTube. Guys, if you've thought to yourself, I need snackable Major Wrestling Figure podcast content in your life, this is the channel for you. If you're listening to this podcast, you've got this far into a 2-hour podcast, you are a dedicated fan.
you
But-
could
Die hard.
but this
Mark.
is a strategy-wise, this is a channel that we think we could probably reach other wrestling fans, people who don't necessarily listen to a 2-hour podcast. People don't have time for a 2-hour podcast. So we're just kind of splitting up the content in 2 spots. You guys still want to hang out for the 45-minute vlogs and the 2-hour podcasts, right? But some people, they just want 8 minutes of Brian and Matt ragging on each other about some fig, right? So, Major Pod Clips, @ Major Pod Clips, please, if you guys could give us a subscribe, it's very important.
Please, guys.
Subscribe, hit
Give
the
us a
bell.
like. Hit the bell, baby.
Comment.
Ding, ding, ding.
Wow, do all that stuff.
I did a nice a video, a little segment from the pod last week for the Mount Rushmore of the worst wrestling figures. I added pictures that we didn't have.
Has Dylan talked about that we added him on the Mount Rushmore?
No. He doesn't listen to the. He doesn't.
And I'm sure he understands.
I hope so.
He hasn't talked about it ever.
He has eyes.
Anyway, check it out, guys. @ Major Pod Clips.
Guys, ProWrestlingTees.MajorWPod. Get all of your Major Pod clothing, all of your stuff, all the original artwork, all of the live in Philly. We have a brand new t-shirt up there. It's myself, Mark, and Brian. Little Major, has a little vintage retro kind of look to it. Check it out on ProWrestlingTees.com. Also, guys, Major Pod merch. You get all your Major Pod merch After Live 19, I'm sure there's going to be some extra merch on there. So check out majorpodmerch.com, majorbendies.com right now. Like I said, last week to order ECW, Extreme Series 2, Paul Walter Hauser. And of course, guys, we have the Ponderosa up there, the exclusive, the Chavo exclusive up there right now in stock.
Ponderosa was wearing her Series 5 gear on television last week.
Was she really?
Yeah, that yellow.
Oh, damn, didn't know that.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to advertise your product or service, hit us up, majorpodcast@gmail.com. Whatnot, every Monday, I go on at 5:30, Brian at 6:30. This week, little delay. I was stuck in the air.
Are you
Couldn't
going
do it.
do a makeup this week or it's off?
I'm going to try to schedule a makeup this week, but Chelsea's mom's in town, so it's kind of screwing up my whole fucking schedule.
no.
So if I don't do a makeup, I'll be back
Friends and
next
family.
week.
Come on. You know what I'm saying?
Fucking bullshit.
You got to pick Whatnot over friends and family.
I
Val.
know,
What are you,
I
just
know.
Gone soft?
So I'll try to figure it out, guys. But every Monday, and Mark, we're trying to get Mark back in the Whatnot train. Choo choo, trying to get him back.
Well, I got to tell you this. Papa Bear Paul and Filth Bomb Wrestling is on the Fanatics Live train. And Friday, the 29th at 8 p.m., he's doing a 2023 WWE Panini Impeccable break. And guess what? It's release day. And everyone in this break has a chance to win 2 tickets to WrestleMania that are worth $6,000.
Did you pay him for this plug?
Did I pay him to plug?
Did
Absolutely not.
Did he pay you for this plug?
See,
No,
Brian likes friends and family, so he's
I
helping
like
out a
friends
buddy.
and family, but let's
he
say this
should-
is more of a desperate phone call from Papa Bear to get this information out there.
But Fanatics should be paying us for advertisement.
Well, it's really Filth Bomb Wrestling. That's on Fanatics Live, but you're close.
Okay, well, they should be.
But hey, 2 tickets, $6,000 tickets to WrestleMania is no joke. Check it out.
Pretty damn cool, guys. Major Rewind, Jay George, every 2 weeks. Guys, if you don't listen to Major Rewind, sometimes when I'm really fucking bored, I put it on. It's so fucking good. Jay George does a great job. We've been doing this podcast for a long fucking time, guys, and he does it's basically like the best of. Most podcasts do best of episodes. We have a podcast that is a best of. No best ofs for us. Fucking never miss a fucking week.
You know what? That's a great point. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Fucking Conrad and all those guys, they do best ofs every couple weeks.
Oh my
Not
God.
us, pal.
I looked
Like-
on.
My shit comes in that like, and I'm looking for something on a flight, and I'm like scrolling because it's like,
There's not a lot of people left in the wrestling podcast world, especially who have been going as long as we have. And I was looking at the Stone Cold one. I don't think he's put a new episode out in years.
right?
Well, no, that's well documented.
Yeah.
But it's still there.
Yeah, it still comes out. Like Stone Cold.
Guys, there are so many weeks where our schedules don't make sense, doesn't work out. We probably could take a week off, do best of, but we figure it out.
Guys,
Never missed a fucking week.
I have a family vacation coming up in July, and I'm going to have to bring the computer and all my
Good
stuff. I'm
fucking
devastated.
luck.
No, you're not devastated. Come on.
Guys,
devastated.
I have no sympathy for that. I've done my podcast
too.
from fucking Japan, my honeymoon in the Maldives.
I know.
Me too.
Somehow I've always made it work, but this is the first time I'm going to have to.
I did one at a Disney hotel. I did one on the beach in the beach house. Yeah, I've done that.
Devastated.
Nah, come on.
All right, guys, and some plugs this Friday and Saturday. Squared Circle
That time of
Expo.
year, baby. Squared Circle Expo, one of the best goddamn weekends of the year. I
cannot wait.
express it enough. Get to this con if you can. If you're
2
driving
days
distance.
of signing. The Saturday night, guys, this is real. I'm wrestling Ultimo Dragon. I am defending the Squared Circle Expo Championship in 2024 against Ultimo Dragon. And Brian,
It's a battle to see whose knees give out first.
I know you tried to bully me into bringing my my fucking display stand thing, but it
well,
ain't
you're a
happening,
little
pal.
bitch. But
I already mailed it to Philly, dude.
Oh, really? Well,
Already
me and
mailed to
Eddie
Philly.
Gonzalez came to an agreement that he's going to get us 2 nice banners and we're going to sign them and sell them
Yeah, there
on
we go.
Saturday. So another thing to look forward to. But it's because Arian has never done it and he's coming. I said, oh, bro, best weekend of the year.
I
Can't
want
wait.
some because I want to get some hibachi. I want to smoke some
Oh,
cigars with Kazarian.
I've got a dream team ready to go.
Let's
And guys,
fucking go.
Full blown vlog will be done. And speaking of the man from Wisconsin, Broski and Dylan reunited for the first time. We're
No.
gonna get the Mega Power Shake, maybe. Some kind of communication for the first time in months. But it's gotta
I
happen.
don't know. You just fucking ruined my weekend, pal.
Oh man, wow!
gotta
You went
happen.
the opposite direction. You said you had no problem with him. He's the one who had a problem with you. Now you have a
God.
problem.
I have a problem that he has a problem with me. You know what I'm saying?
Squash the beef, says Chris
squash
Grocock.
the damn beef.
Squash the beef.
Chris
We're
Grocock
gonna
also
eat
said,
all the beef inside it. Hibachi.
You better
right.
do it before WrestleCon because we're going to spend multiple days with him
That
there,
too. Yeah, I'd rather you get it out of the way.
well, he's going to be at fucking Brian's table, you know? Then there's
Which
the Major
is your-
Bendy's table.
next to your table.
I thought the Bendy's table would be in between us.
It's photo ops for people. That's stupid.
Well,
and
I don't
I'll be
know if
under the. I'll be under
Mark will be
Broski's
underneath the table.
Well, actually, you know, Mark, I kind of told Jimmy Lloyd he could have a little spot. So I think you and Jimmy Lloyd have to split a table.
Table. What?
You got a
Jimmy
quarter
Lloyd?
of a quarter.
No,
You're down
I-
to one eighth of the table you're allowed to touch, Mark.
I told Jimmy, this is the shoot. I told Jimmy Lloyd that if he gets like a fucking child's school desk and puts it for the table, I'll let him sign at my table. But he's got to like sit at the desk and have like a stack 8x10s, you know, like at a desk.
Is there such thing as a Jimmy Lloyd 8x10?
Bro, I'm making a merch, fucking gear.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Broski doing charity work for rando indie guys, but his shoot friends. Oh, no, absolutely not.
Chelsea's mom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Doesn't make any sense. Oh, you need a favor? I've known you for 20 years? Oh, gross. Jimmy Lloyd, come on in, you homeless person, to come sit at my table at WrestleCon. What?
guys, I've already maxed out my friends and family favors for 2024. I'm maxed out.
You're just a saint.
I'm
What a
fucking-
saint you are.
No,
Thanks
I'm
for
just
that.
mad.
I gotta get the Squared Circle Expo sometime.
Brian,
But,
Brian, why don't we bring Mark this time? What are you
Well,
doing?
I'll
bro?
do Collision every
Gonzalez.
weekend.
He's going to Collusion or something, I'm sure.
London, Ontario, this weekend.
Oh, wow. They had a badass toy shop there, by the way,
Yes, they do.
because we went for TNA over last summer, I believe.
I'm pretty sure I've been there because this is where Ethan Page is from.
No, he's from Hamilton.
Hamilton, right? But doesn't he run his shows in London or something?
No, Hamilton.
Why? I don't know why I'm thinking that.
Look into it.
It's very close, though. I mean, it's near Toronto, so it's in the same area.
Yeah.
But I will look into it. But that's where I am this weekend.
All right. Well, boys and girls, children of all ages. See you next week for the Hall of Fame.
All the time.
Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do.
1, 2, 3. I'll be back, Jack.
Join the community at MajorMarks.com and get access to exclusive content, behind-the-scenes footage, and become a member of the Major family.
You get bonus episodes on our careers, wrestling figure history, and exclusive interviews with our friends and legends in the business each month.
You also get early access to YouTube videos and, of course, the weekly podcast ad-free and breaking news updates.
Brand new shows featuring
Oh, baby.
and you. Each month, you can interview someone in the wrestling business with the Captain's Log.
Also, buy, sell, and trade in our exclusive Facebook community where people have become friends in real life.
Certain memberships include merch like monthly trading cards and quarterly mystery gifts.
Become a Major Mark and join MajorMarks.com today.